Okay, I had to go through all the screens to get it right. We're good now. You're on. Yep.
Kyle, we need help, Kyle.
Hey, I tried.
Hey guys, welcome to our April 2025 live stream, the finals of our Bourbon Madness tournament. Kent's up here just for a little bit. We got a few things to talk about. Trenton is behind the camera, just checking all the gizmos and making sure everything's working properly for a few minutes.
You don't want me doing that when I get back.
No, neither one of us would have any success with any of that.
No.
Kent and I, all we do is look pretty behind the camera.
That's right.
And that's it, right, Mom? Mom's down here with us tonight. Big hand of applause for Mom. Coming down here to visit with us this evening. But yeah, anyways, Ken, this tournament has been. I can speak for myself. Trent's not up here yet; he can speak for himself. But I had some rounds that I really was confident in tasting and this and that, and I had a couple that were just.
It seemed like you guys
second guessing myself.
You guys either had, oh, yep, that's it, or oh my gosh, what are we gonna do?
Oh yeah, no,
there was no in between.
Did you take notes and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because we're gonna have that video next week, but Monday, I think, Trent. We're gonna have the
wrap up. Yeah.
the wrap up video for the Madness tournament. Will be Monday. Don't miss that. That is such a fun time. Kent gets to roast us with a lot of things that we'll never remember. That was silly, stupid things that we said while we were tasting. I'm sure I'll have my share. I'm positive of that. Trent will have his share. But it's just a good time and a wrap up of the tournament. And so don't miss that video. That'll be Monday's video that we'll have that. Oh, let's see. What else on the tournament stuff, Trenton? I'm missing something. I was going to say something about it. Oh, question. That's what I had in my mind. Now, when we were recording our videos, you were saying that we'll know the winners tonight. Is that accurate?
If somebody's going to need to, I don't know if Kyle's watching.
Okay.
But he's got the login for the brackets and stuff. He's been maintaining that. So if he is watching,
so
if
we
somebody
will be.
just texts Kyle the updates.
Okay.
He can update the bracket, and then we will. Once he reports the winner, we'll see everybody's bracket state.
Okay.
And then we'll announce it like for real in the video for the people that aren't tuning in.
Yeah, Monday. The results of the winners.
Do you want to text Kyle?
Of the bottles will be
as they move on. Sorry.
No, you're good.
We'll
for sure be announced on Monday's video, but those that are still with us, we should be able to have that.
Kyle's here.
Kyle's in. All right. Perfect.
We should be able to have that information by the end of the show, then, who the winners are, because we didn't do that last year. We didn't have the winners announced until Monday's video. That's why I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, I was getting on Kyle like, hey, update this bracket. He goes, well, I'm giving people a chance to watch the show before I update it, so I'm giving it some time. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was a tip. That was a tip I told him.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Don't update it till later.
It makes sense, yeah. Totally makes sense. Didn't think about it that way.
All right. Kent has got the current percentage of those still with perfect bracket. And I don't care what the percentage is. It's very impressive if anybody has perfect bracket.
It is impressive because there's so many ways it could go. I mean, there's just so many ways. And I didn't really look at that in years past. Like, I don't remember if there was perfect ones at the end or, anything like that.
No, the winner last year was perfect all the way through.
Okay, so there was.
That I do know. That I do know.
Well, out of 4,547 total brackets.
How many?
4,547 was the total number of brackets that were submitted.
Wow. I didn't know there's that many brackets.
Yeah.
Okay.
But out of that, there is still 6 perfect brackets, which is amazing.
6 out of 4,500.
Yeah.
What's that percent?
Which is a one or
incredible. Whoever's gets perfect, it's 6.
0.13%.
0.13%.
Yeah.
Perfect brackets. That's pretty incredible. That's pretty wild. And I know this tournament. This one especially, Kent, because Trenton and I have a good feeling of what our palates are, and we pick the bottles. I know we had price limitations and we didn't really include any special releases and all that kind of stuff, but we still have a good idea of what we like, and we chose bottles accordingly. And I think on some of the brackets they were tasting, that's what made it so difficult too.
Yeah.
Because they were good, and it was
sure.
it was just really difficult at times.
And yeah, and I'll go over it more in the wrap up video. But there was a lot of how did Kent seed these things, and things like that.
Well,
I'll go over that a little bit.
Okay,
I'll go over that a little bit.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Because I have no idea how you seeded them. And actually Trent and I had that conversation because I can't remember the exact question or statement that Trent threw out at me. He just made a comment. And I said, well, that all depends on how Kent seeded them. No idea. He could have seeded them anywhere. He could have had his own way of thinking how the tournament should go and seed them accordingly that way.
Believe me,
Or you could have seeded them where you felt was best to not the best.
I went over
you could have
a
went
lot of
way
different
on it.
scenarios.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And none of them was playing out the way I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was kind of trying to.
Yeah.
And
I've got some questions for you because I don't know.
yeah.
I'm gonna be looking at the bracket after tonight's show. Sometime over the weekend, I'll have some questions for you too. All right, well, let's go. That's cool. We got one more thing I wanted Kent to talk about because him and Jay really handle a lot of this concerning our charity golf outing. I've had a lot of messages.
I have too from
emails from a lot of folks.
Guys at work that been there and
curious about our charity golf outing that we had last year. Are we going to have it this year? When's it going to be?
Yeah.
So Kent has.
So it's a little different timing
information.
wise and event space wise. But we are definitely having it again, and I wanted to at least start getting the word out. We're I would say a week or two away from actually putting it out there and starting to make things roll, getting all the ducks in a row. But it'll be July 26th at White Hawk Country Club in Crown Point, Indiana. Registration will be at noon. Shotgun start at 1 o'clock. It's a venue change, and a lot was Jay's input, and I think it was good input that people made a big effort to be at the outing last year. Came from a lot of different areas, a lot of different places, and albeit we had a great day, great course,
a lot of fun,
all that. Jay thought people deserved a sit down, serve dinner, that
indoor facility,
just a little bit more of a reward at the end of the day, I guess you'd say. So it's a nicer place to finish up the day. Let's put it that way. Plus, a beautiful course.
It's going to help us out too, just from what Kent has told me so far, that they do a ton.
They help out a lot
at these outings, and they've got a lot of help on our end that we had to handle ourselves.
What I've figured out,
that'll be a big help.
What I've figured out in the little bit that I've dealt with Anthony at White Hawk is they have their events down to a science, and they have a whole team that handles so much.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to have that.
Looking
much
forward
help.
to it.
And input. Yeah. He gave me a lot of input already. But anyway, it's a beautiful course, and I also like the fact. So last year we had, I believe it was 116 players. It was real close to that, if I'm not correct, and that was due to the amount of carts that were available to us.
True.
White Hawk. And that was an 18-hole course facility. White Hawk has 36-hole facility.
36? I thought it was 27.
36.
Okay.
So this year, because they have plenty of carts, we're still going to stick to just trying to fill 18 holes, but it's 144 players this year. That it maxes out at.
Okay.
And but there's room for growth, because I would love to see in 3-4 years to say, okay, we're at another. A whole nother, I'd like to see all 36 filled every year. That
Absolutely.
would be amazing.
That'd be so much fun, yeah, for sure.
So there's room for growth there too. But yeah, I appreciate you giving me the time to do that. I just at least wanted to give the date and time and area so people can maybe start putting it on their calendars and kind of saving the date kind of thing. But we'll have info out for you real soon.
I'm glad you did that, Kent. Yeah, because I think it was, although we all had a fantastic time at Aberdeen, and Kent and I golf leagues over there. Well, let's put it this way. Kent golfs, and I try to golf, and that was proven on Thursday. But at any rate, when we still go there, we have a good time. We know the people that operate the stuff there. We still have a great time there. Just a lot of different reasons that White Hawk makes sense for what we want to do this year and
moving forward.
too. So,
Yeah.
so I think it's going to be something to really look forward to. And again, once again, everybody, the golf outing is a charity event that we're trying to do annually, and it's going to benefit suicide awareness. Michelle's a big part of that, and where the funds go and things like that, and we thank her for that. So it's going to be something that we're going to try to do annually because we think it's important. It's affected our family, and it's affected, once we did the golf outing last year and everything, I was
just amazing.
Shocked of how many people reached out to say it affected our family too.
Yeah.
So I think it's important, and we will continue. Those will be our two main charity drives. I'm sure we'll get involved with other things through the year, but our two main charity drives every year hopefully will be suicide awareness and Riley's Children's Hospital. So thanks, Ken.
All right, yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, good luck, you two.
Quickly before you scoot off, I don't know if you addressed this, but do you have to, if you want to go, do you have to golf?
No. So there is, the room holds a lot more than just the golfers that'll be there.
Okay.
It holds a lot more. It's a big space. So no, there'll be a fee for dinner only. Already talked to them about that, but we have the way they do things, you sign a contract, you can never go lower than what you do on the contract, what you choose. So to get everything done and save the date and everything, we've done everything real basic to where we could sit down and talk to them and actually pick what dinners we're having, what this, and just make sure everything's exactly what we're looking at. Once I have that, and once the information comes out, you'll have a number, a price number that will cover
us for dinner.
Or to join us for dinner.
Okay.
And just hang out at the course. You can hang out at the course.
You can hang out and
enjoy it for dinner.
help out the girls. I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
Oh, heck yeah.
But you guys will have a lot.
Bring it on. You do better than I will. I'll promise.
The nice thing is you guys will have a lot more help this year too.
Yeah.
Michelle and I have been practicing. Yeah, behind the
Oh,
scenes
yeah, Michelle.
all the time.
They handle so much stuff.
But yeah, that will be an option too.
We're very
Now there is a cutoff number. I'll have that.
Yeah.
girls.
You know, we can't have 3,000 people show up for dinner. I mean, that would happen,
Right.
but there is a cutoff number.
Sure.
But we'll have all that information together, and that will be an option.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We have a new mic back here, so hopefully it's a little bit better than the one last time. But
I have a couple things to read. Well, are you gonna
go ahead.
have
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Kent.
There was a suggestion from Mr. Bill 4118 who says, hello, after the winner is picked, but before Kent starts revealing the matchups, can you please give Kurt and Trenton a blank bracket? It was fun watching Kurt's face when the winner of each matchup was announced. Remember we did that last year?
closer here.
I think Rebecca has that. I think you've been, in order to give the proper information, Michelle's talking about somebody and made a comment about at the end, once Kent and I are done, if we could be handed a bracket to kind of see how things go. I said, I believe you had a bracket that you've been filling out so you could,
Yes.
I have one too.
so you can give information to Kyle. So
Oh,
I
we
think
did
we'll have
do that last year, didn't we?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have that available. I don't know if I want to see it though, to be honest with you.
I do.
I'm more nervous about seeing that bracket than doing these tastings right now. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I am.
We have a couple donations too.
That's when reality hits in.
$2 from Stone Cold Steve. Y'all just try and come and take that golf title. Like a month.
Oh yeah, come on, Stone Cold.
Have you seen?
I'm coming for you.
Have you seen his belt?
I'm coming for you, Steve. Yes.
So for anybody, Stone Cold, he was at our golf outing. His team won. He got a WWE belt made with the SLB logo on it, like golf champion and all this other stuff. And I'm sure he's gonna wear it loud and proud
And
when
Steve,
we go.
you should.
Oh, he should.
Make sure you bring it.
That's cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm gonna take it from you this year.
Gunning for you, Steve.
Lanoma, $20. Hope everyone had a happy Easter.
Thank you, Leno. I hope you did as well.
Yeah, we did.
Appreciate it.
La 1979, $20. Do I get a prize for finishing dead last? Thank you for.
We talked about that before. Next year we should come up with something. We should.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Are the odds of having a perfect bracket with all the winners the same as having a perfect bracket of all the losers?
Well, there's only one way to have all the winners, right?
Yep, never mind. That's a dumb
Several
question.
ways to have all the
No,
winners.
we're good. Yep,
I don't
never
know,
mind.
I might be wrong. My brain's.
No, I still don't know how. But We've been doing this for how long? 3-4 years? I still don't know how brackets work.
David Hayes, $20. Love the generosity of the SLB community. Thanks,
thank you.
David.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, God gives you a platform, you got to use it for good too. That's the facts.
We good, babe?
Yes.
Nervous.
Are you ready?
I'm a little nervous.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping going into this in the Final Four that all of the wild turkey products are out.
Yeah.
I do want to throw out.
Get out of here! I told I can't listen. Wait. Before we get wait. Because I swear on my life I didn't really think too much about it, but then here in the last day or two I got thinking. I said, man, I am praying to the good Lord there's at least one wild turkey product that we're tasting tonight. I'm hoping.
I love the evolution of
It's possible it's not.
I love the evolution of I haven't thought about it, whereas the first time you couldn't sleep without thinking about it.
Yeah.
You've come a long way. I'm proud.
Yeah, no, I don't put much thought into it either. I mean, I will when Rebecca slides that bracket over here. I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna be probably. Wish I wouldn't ate that pizza before we started this.
Oh, you're gonna need the pizza, I think.
Like, woo.
I forgot to brag just a little bit while I was up there too. I did have one loss, but what I have going into the finals are still alive.
Wow. All right then. Well, you know us pretty well too, Kent. So another thing, Trent and I had a conversation last time we filmed that we didn't even really think about is how many of our own bottles that we picked are in the Final Four.
I'm curious
Is
of
it
these.
0 of Trent's and 4 of mine?
That's what I'm curious
It's possible.
about. I'm hoping I at least have one and Kurt isn't just dominating all 4 right now, because then I'll feel really bad about my picks. But, we'll see.
It could be opposite too, man. I could have nothing sitting up there.
No, I would be shocked if you don't have one of yours in here.
You'll find out soon enough.
I know.
I know. The more we
Okay.
blab.
Can I press the eyeball?
Oh, I gave Mom a quick tutorial back there
What are you
to
doing, honey? I'm
display
nervous now. Oh my God.
to display what the key is. I was on the phone with Kyle to see if he could remote into the computer and do it. It was just 15 minutes wasn't enough to do it. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening back there.
Well, we'll see.
But you're about to find out.
All right. Can I do it now?
Yeah. You hit the eyeball? Is it right?
Oh, yes. She did it. She did it.
Round of applause.
Let me see, honey. Let me see how you did.
She almost showed me the bracket.
Nicely done.
Yes.
He was back here, and I was usually, I show
I
him
know.
what's
I
going
know.
on, and I went to flip it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, you always catch me on my shenanigans, but probably didn't think Trent would even do something like that.
Forgot. I'm so used to Kent up there.
Oh, by the way, we have our normal crew here tonight, but Jeff is here visiting with us. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff and
Thank you,
or his
Michelle.
wife brought these
That was
goodies.
my wife.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Jeff, for sending over the banana greatness over there, the banana square things and carrot cakes over
No, just
there.
carrot cake tonight.
Okay, no banana. Okay,
We're all excited.
I'm good though.
Come on, Mr.
Carrot-
Jeff.
Miss Jeff,
she-
thank
is she
you.
watching?
Thank you for the carrot cake.
Cole's watching, so she's
Thank you.
probably, yeah.
Thank you.
I was in bed the other night. I wasn't feeling too well, and I just wanted carrot cake. And I posted it on our Discord. And Jeff was like, I'll have Michelle make one.
Amazing.
That's just how. Thank you,
Yes, thank you.
because we can't get good carrot cake.
And,
We can't get good carrot cake here.
and then Grammy's here with us. I mentioned that earlier, but my mom came down tonight, so she's enjoying some pizza and dessert.
Maybe if they struggle and can't come up with a winner, Mom, you could be the tiebreaker.
Grammy, we might need a tiebreaker back here.
She'll say that tastes like carrot cake.
Oh man,
Glorious.
it's alright.
Come on, man. That's pretty good.
It's kind of tangy.
It is. It's a little zippy.
Yeah,
It's kind of some cherry in there.
it is. It is a nice, like a tangy cherry note in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd go with that.
I don't know how to describe to people what tangy actually is. It's just
Zippy.
kinda like,
I know. I
it's-
say
it's-
zippy, tangy.
You get like side of the cheek,
Maybe
like sour
little
tingliness.
sour,
Yeah, like
yeah.
a tangy thing.
Yeah. I agree with all that. I like it.
Kind of gives me like a mulch vibe though.
Where do you come up with mulch when you're smelling that? How would you ever come up with mulch?
I don't know. It's the season, man. There's mulch in the air.
Well, there is
everywhere.
mulch everywhere.
There is.
But yeah, I need to get some mulch here. pretty soon.
Ted Brooks gifted 10 SLB Drinks memberships. Thanks, Ted.
Ted, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Congrats to any, the
kind of
10
you.
folks who got
Yeah.
the membership.
Thank you so much.
Yo, that's good. I think I'm just like, I'm a little bit more prepared because I'm a little bit more confident in what I'm tasting as compared to Friday's video.
Really?
I'm getting like a little bit more flavor.
And maybe we need a
For today's
professional
show.
to sit us down.
It is your final four too.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Every
Yeah.
every
Yeah, but
step through the bracket's going to step up a notch.
But there, I
remember
would like
this
to
stuff.
talk to a true professional at some point in time, because that's not him and that's
Let's
not
chat.
me.
I'll see if I can find some time.
Yeah, hey, whoever. But there are some days that it's clear as a bell when you taste the whiskey. You can really pick out certain flavors and palate notes, and then other times, for me, I get a lot of the alcohol and I'm struggling to pick up things. It depends on the day.
This is an interesting comment. I don't know how to even say this. INHIAF is their name. Y'all should interview whoever wins so they can explain their mindset of each round. That would actually be
Ooh.
really interesting.
That's a good idea.
That
And I
is a good
swear, if
idea.
you're like, I don't know, I just
Wow.
guessed, I would
Yeah.
actually probably
Yeah.
pass out.
Should we do an SLB on the road?
Yes.
Go visit whoever this is?
We absolutely need to do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be
And
so much
David
fun.
Hayes also gifted 5 SLB Drinks memberships.
David, thank you very much. We
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I'm sorry, what does that exactly mean?
It's like so like YouTube has memberships the same way that like Patreon has memberships. So somebody can gift you like essentially like a Patreon membership
But I need to.
on YouTube.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've never
thank
been
you.
gifted one, honey, so I'm glad you mentioned it. I was just nodding my head up here like, well, that's great.
Oh, she asked me, what does that even mean?
Well, her and I are two peas in a pod because
Yes, you are.
I really didn't either, so how about that? All right, buddy, I really liked that. I thought it was great. I picked up some of that cherry notes off of there. I picked up a little bit of sweet and sour on that bad boy. At least I'm thinking.
There's something about at the tail end though. And I'm going to be judging everything as with as much scrutiny as whatever else.
Okay.
But there's something
What do you
about it at the end that's just like a little off, like an off oak note or like something like that.
Now I can go with you on that.
It's
because
not super harsh or anything, but it's there.
on my last sip I took, because you said it, so I concentrated on that, the last of the palate into the finish, and there is a kind of a drying oak note there. It's not really a rich oak. It's not a funky oak.
Yeah.
It's not a rank oak we talk about, but it's kind of like just oak,
Yeah.
and it could be a little bit of dry oak. So I get that.
It's not as like polished of an oak as it is like in the mid of the palate.
I can go with
But
that.
it's not a bad sip. It's not a bad sip.
I understand what you're saying.
What's up, babe?
Katie, Mrs. Old Tractor Garage, $20. Just Jimmy and me tonight. Matt's on his way back from a swap meet. Cheers, family.
A swap meet.
You get another
That
tractor?
sounds real. Right, yeah.
Did you bring the trailer?
Probably, right. After
Katie, we're gonna need some more information.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Katie.
Photos.
I think it was the other day we were doing our Patreon live stream on Wednesday. He was on the curb picking up some scooters.
Yes.
So I kind of want to know more about that
Do you
too.
know who he sounds like? He sounds like your dad, honey.
100%.
Your dad, my father-in-law used to love, God rest his soul, he used to love buying stuff, tinkering with it, get it to run, get it to go again, and sell it.
My mom hated it.
He'd
There
sell
was always
it.
something in
Yep.
the driveway
So
when she got home.
She always wanted to make a
There was a
profit.
hang glider on the side of the garage one time.
Right. Yep,
All kinds of stuff. Go-karts. And
yep,
I
I know.
feel like
Motorcycles.
Trenton has a little of that
Yeah.
in him. 'Cause
Yeah.
And there's one that I'm contemplating right now.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
It
I
is.
drive home every day and pass
Yeah.
and go, that's going to be in our driveway.
About a mile from us, there is a 1959 Volvo Sport.
If I don't beat you to it.
He-
I eyeballed it on the way here.
Dude, it's 17,000
It's awesome.
miles and it's 11 grand. It's a manual.
went down.
Immaculate.
It did. It used to be
Started out
12.
13 something.
It was 13.9. It was 13.9. It was 12. Dude, the interior is immaculate.
It is.
I don't know how to drive a manual. I'd probably destroy the transmission in the
I guess I
meantime.
better get it.
Would Carrie approve?
No.
Aw.
Sometimes you just have to do it anyways, though.
I think it would look good with an SLB logo on it.
It gets a little rough sometimes.
Dude, can you imagine me pulling up in that little 1959 Volvo? That'd be sweet.
Gosh.
Carrie, if
I
you're
don't know,
watching,
man.
we gotta beat him to it.
I'm surprised it hasn't gone yet.
Sorry.
It's really cool.
Well, I think what the problem is, sorry to keep this going, but getting parts for that thing
It's gonna be a nightmare.
would be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. I'd be curious if the engine was rebuilt on it or what the state of that is.
Sorry.
Yeah, can I take it for a test drive? I don't know how to drive a manual.
How did I not teach you that?
Did you have a manual to teach?
We never had a manual. No.
Didn't.
We didn't have a manual, honey. We didn't have one when the kids were learning how to drive.
The only thing that was a manual.
Made me do that for
Same.
my first vehicle.
That was a good idea. That's smart. We didn't
You
have
just
one.
never know if you're gonna
Right,
maybe be the one
exactly.
that
What?
Learned with a 3 on the tree.
3 on the tree,
I
baby.
didn't go that far
truck,
back.
72 truck.
Yep.
Chevy.
learned how
Yeah.
to Jeep, right?
Can somebody explain what that is?
You do your shifting up
Like a
here.
Ford EXP.
Oh, on like where the windshield wipers are
On
on
the column.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, used to be the gear shifts. I know you have little turn knobs and all that. But used to be just gear shift. Well, this was actual shifting up there, but it was a 3-speed.
SLB tries to learn a manual.
Oh, you have somebody's got to teach Trent how to do this.
Dude, somebody should put me in a big
Doesn't
rig.
mind.
Michelle, you have to ride with them and film it though.
Okay.
Well, we're not gonna get very
Yeah.
far.
I know. It'll get like
You'll need traction when you're done.
$20 from Tim Papiano. Hello from your Texas fans. Really enjoyed participating for the first time this year. Please choose wisely.
Did you say uh-oh? Thank you, Tim. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
And
We
then-
need to get back down to
Hoping-
Texas and visit Tim.
Yeah, hoping Leanne's doing well as well too.
Yeah. We have one more. Holly Mayer, $10. Enjoying at OCD number 5 in honor of my dad's 105th birthday last week.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
having his gentleman Jack. Love you guys.
Is he the one that we
Yes.
Isn't that
sent
amazing?
Yes.
stuff
The veteran.
Remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Holly's the one that made that little thing
Yes.
over there.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to your dad.
Yeah, happy
Hope he's
birthday.
doing well.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Enjoy those pours together. That's
That's
really cool.
amazing.
That's really cool.
Really amazing. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, dude.
Did you say uh-oh when you smelled it?
Yeah, I did. I said, uh-oh. Because it's like, you're
All
into
these
it.
parents
You're
should
into
be
it
that
now.
way.
You're into it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, this one to me is rather toffee forward. I'm getting a little bit of a hay note, possibly, but
It's definitely more on the grain side of things.
sure.
Uh-oh.
See that?
He tried. Retired rookie cigar said, try driving a 12-speed tractor trailer double clutching.
I don't know what that even means.
I don't either.
Why do you need 2? So you have 4 pedals?
He could probably teach you.
Wait, no. So you have.
Sir, you get to teach Trent how to drive.
That would
Okay, question though. Is there one clutch for the 1st through the 6th, and then the 7th through the 12th there's another clutch? Is there like a limit to how
Okay,
many
so this
speeds a
is
clutch
past
can
my
have?
knowledge. He's looking
All
at
right,
me.
Brooke.
I don't, bro, don't look at me either, man. I don't know.
We need some answers.
I don't know.
I would crush it in a big rig. You should see me back my trailer up,
He's actually really good at that
and it's butter.
because he does it every day with his friends.
You can see him riding a big old rig with his little head pop up over there.
He's sitting on an
He's got his computer set up over here. He's driving. He's hitting with the other hand. Watching YouTube how to do it.
They'll have to borrow your pillow.
Yeah.
Grammy.
Your mic isn't on.
What?
Your mic isn't on.
I know.
What?
I don't.
Did you exit?
Yeah.
Well, I can't.
I wondered.
I don't want to see the. I don't want to see the.
I don't
the
know
key
what
or
I
anything.
did.
I wondered.
Oh, I don't know.
I saw that surprised look.
Yeah, hang on. Is it just do it for me. This is my portage.
Trenton fixes all of our computers and phones in my family. So
This is the reason why I'm usually behind.
and TVs
So
too.
he's back here handling
This is
all
my
that.
portage
He
account.
needs to fix our remote.
Now, if Kyle was around more, it'd be Kyle could do it too. But
Oh yeah.
Trenton's here more often because he's doing videos. But yeah, we're clueless.
Screen's so small.
Clueless.
Goodness me, that's not good.
Does Raquel do computers at all?
No, not. I mean, I'm sure she can run it way better than I can, but this is not to the points
Fixing
of.
stuff.
Yeah, no. Not that I know of, anyways. Can't.
Sorry, guys.
So,
Brief intermission while I fix
Is the new mic better? Can you guys tell the difference?
things.
Let me make sure that.
I don't know what's happening with my computer.
Okay, here. Okay. Did you taste it already? Bro.
I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you.
Oh,
Mark,
no.
Mark Wildman said, "I'll teach you how to drive stick for a tour around the basement bar." Sold.
Well worth it.
I feel like that's pretty worth it.
Well worth it. Then I don't have to. It's been a few years since I've done it too.
I texted that picture of my grandma Bet. She'll be 89 in May.
Wow.
And she was like, "Yeah, if you get that, I know how to drive a manual. I could teach you." And I looked it up because she was born in 1936.
But she would get irritated with you and smack you down, though.
Oh yeah.
You didn't do it right.
Oh no,
I would
I would leave with some bruises. She wouldn't be messing around. No, she wouldn't.
She would not. No.
I
don't
didn't
know.
even like trying to teach him how to drive a regular car.
I know. I remember.
That would be.
She had a little bit of an anxiety.
I don't know why. I always go the speed limit.
And let's have another drink. It's pretty good, dude. It's pretty good. It is. I see. Still get a little bit of that toffee in there. I'm getting that grain note or whatever. I got a little bit of a funky note in there. In a good way, though. I like it. But it's. I'm glad he did that because I was just going to say, but it's to me not as good as Class A. That's exactly what I was going to say. But I'm going to take another sip of A first, real quick. But
B is very good. It's interesting because I feel like they might have a similar-ish proof point, but B is just a little bit more grain forward, whereas A has a little bit more of this like barrel influence, which
Really
it's
nice.
like that cherry note in it's really nice. It's just a good sip. B is not by any means a bad sip.
no, not at all.
It's just different.
It was good.
And this to me is just
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's drinking better right now.
At least we're on the same page.
Justin.
That's good.
Nice.
Justin says, as a Miami Dolphins fan, we drafted Kenneth Grant from Maryville, Indiana. How close is that to you guys?
30 minutes.
I read the story
Yeah.
on that.
That's really cool.
And I'm not a massive football fan either, but it was on Facebook. One of my friends.
25.
Pardon me?
Is that the dude that's 25?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This is a young fellow that grew up in Maryville and played high school football in Maryville. Big old boy.
yeah.
Big old fella. And he got drafted in the first round
Wow.
to the Miami Dolphins.
That's really cool. That's
Very
really
cool. Yeah, congratulations to that fellow. What was his name? Do you have on there?
Kenneth
No.
Grant.
Yep.
Kenneth? Okay. Yeah, well, if anybody knows Kenneth or is related,
We would love to have him down here.
please extend our congratulations
Yeah.
because that's an amazing feat. Takes a lot of hard work, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Maryville's about 30 minutes from us.
Yeah, right. Really cool. And I know none of you out there right now have the draft on the tee. You're not watching the draft and you're not doing. I'm sure not. Right? Right?
I'm sure a lot of people cleared their schedule despite So I don't keep up to date with sports anything. So I didn't realize that the draft was tonight. I didn't realize Madness was tonight.
Right.
We just do the live stream at the last Friday of the month and whatever the date it falls
Whatever
on.
happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens. And Matt, I'll tell you what, Matt Madness, to me, this is just me talking. That's one of the premier series in all of whiskey YouTube. It's really cool what he does there. We're not involved with that. It just got Trenton tried it. Was it last year, or the year before?
The year before, yeah.
We just got so much on our plate. We have so much in our schedule that there's just no way you can add more things.
I'd really love to do it again. It's just time.
But
Is
the
a
draft,
big
I
thing.
didn't know either, really. I did have a few people message me and ask if we could move it to a different date because of the draft.
Is it like difficult to watch at the same time?
Well,
I don't know how a
People
draft
are
works.
doing that.
I don't know how a draft works. I really don't.
well, it's the second round too. It's not the first round today. The first round was at least last night. When people were messaging me, I was thinking, well, maybe the first round's Friday night, and that's like the big day. You know, that's the big thing.
I don't.
Second round's pretty big too, but
What does that mean? Is like a different round dedicated to a different like position?
no, not at all. Just
Oh, okay.
the first round's usually the better players that are being drafted.
Oh, okay.
You know, so if you really follow a certain team, you want to know
Okay.
which person. Just like we're talking about that fellow from Maryville, you know, whoever he said he's a Miami Dolphins fan, and they draft. You know, he's going to be watching closely because he's a big fan. He wants to know who they're going to get.
Gotcha.
What a
Okay.
precious father-son moment.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about sports and manuals and other things.
All right, moving on.
For you.
Love it.
Class C.
I think I remember this one.
Oh, I don't. Yes.
Well, hey, with your schnoz, man, I don't know.
This is the one. I think this particular bourbon has the strongest aromas of anything that was in the tournament. We can say that, right?
I am honestly like
I can say that.
I've been doing my best to not try and like.
No,
try and
I'm not
guess
trying to
what's-
assimilate what
Oh,
it
I know,
is.
I
I'm
know.
just saying it's really
Oh
strong
no, this
aromas.
is like the most robust.
So it's not
loud.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
So
Virginia says transmission talk and sports. Trenton is growing up right before our eyes.
Mark the day down. Okay. So like when I say something is like visually appealing, what is the equivalent of visually to like smell?
Appealing to the
Appealing to the senses? This is-
no.
Yeah.
How about
Somebody
it
should make that
How about
word.
it smells darn good?
Olfactorily.
I know that's old people talk.
This is one of the best noses in the tournament we've had so far.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. This is the one. This is the one, folks, that has a little bit more, has some of that maple syrup stuff in there. It has some little bit of a mocha note in there, some form of a coffee grind or something in there. And really, Trenton, in the aromas, I don't find a flaw with it in the aromas. It
It's nice.
is. It really is. So.
I'm struggling. Like I have a vague sense of oh God, what?
You know what's really neat? I believe, Michelle, correct me if I'm not right, I think it's the first time that Trenton's behind the bar in a live stream since you guys have been married.
I think, yeah, in one of these, yeah, not.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
I think so.
Apart from like the end of the October one, I think yeah.
So it's like you guys have this little thing going on that I don't remember in the past.
Might
It's
have
like
been up
you're
here.
in tune with each other's conversation. All Michelle did back there was have some kind of face, and she immediately, oh, wow, what's up? Hey, what happened?
Oh, dude,
Look at you.
we're in sync, man.
What is it? Look at that.
Oh, that's
What's that game where you make the motions to somebody and they guess what you're doing?
Charades.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Me and Carrie will take you guys on.
Oh,
We are undefeated.
I mean, to be fair, you guys have been together longer.
No.
I think.
No.
I think we could do it.
You
You're on.
guys are gonna lose.
That's a challenge.
Are we going to get in that, honey?
Little.
We'll end up getting irritated with each other. Just forget it. We're setting down.
Somebody's gonna leave the
I knew that
room.
was coming. I won't say what happened behind the camera. That's another thing my wife has in common with her dad.
Bro, you're starting already. Oh no.
What?
Well, she's going to admit to that. You
Oh,
know?
I'm just like him.
Oh yeah, you're feisty.
It gets worse with age.
Yep.
Yours are great.
You can be a normal husband and not really, you know how us guys are. We're not that smart sometimes. I mean, come on. I
Speak
mean,
for yourself.
all of a sudden I've said something, and my wife's not the type just to be quiet and not just be a little irritated. No,
Can't
you're
back
gonna
me up here.
you're gonna know right now. Bam, and I'm like,
Wait, what?
what did I say?
At least you always
Okay,
know
wait a minute,
where
wait a
you
minute,
stand.
What just happened?
What did I? Okay. But the nice thing is we may have a word or two, but that's it. It's done. It's not worth
At
hashing
least when I
over.
say what I think and then get it over
That's
with.
it. Then we're
Yeah.
done. That's it.
What are you on C still? That's really nice.
The only thing I could find a flaw in the palate, a lot of those aromas follow suit into the palate. It's just that there's some bitterness in there here. And
Yeah.
And I think we had the same. I think we had the same
Right up my
conversation
alley.
when we tasted the other before another bracket.
Yeah.
That plays into your palate.
Oh, yeah.
Meticulously.
Yeah.
With that slight bitterness. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like my preferred profile, but a lot of the stuff that I do lean towards ends up having a bitter element. in it.
Trenton brought this over just the other day, and he's super excited. This is
Courtesy of Bushmaster James, one of our patrons. He picked this up at Binny's.
Thank you,
I think
sir.
it was $80 for the liter. Kind of cool.
Campari Cask Tales, patiently finished in bourbon barrels. So he's got Trenton's got all sorts of ideas about cocktail mixing with this here. So
They have two others that I'm trying to find. They have the tequila finish, and there's another one. I don't know if it's a gin or what it was, but they had a set of 3 on like Flaviar or something for like $500. I was like, that's ridiculous. No way.
yeah.
Tom Stopper said, you should have a silent episode and you have to play tasting note charades.
Can we bring props?
You know that would be hilarious.
That's actually
And
good.
then someone
Silent.
else-
We got to think that through.
Right?
So
Someone
we
else
get like a
suggested
basket of stuff that you normally would send.
Who said that? Somebody write that
Tom.
down.
Tom Stouffer?
Yeah,
Tom.
Stopper. So,
That's a great idea.
and then someone said to do a live stream of it. Of charades.
I think we try it out on a video first. I think that would be hilarious.
I think, dude.
Kyle could name it something.
I think it'd be good to just do it without even rehearsing.
Oh, well, that's the way you'd have to do it.
No, on a live stream,
Oh, no. I don't know
dude.
about
Full
that.
send.
Absolutely. Give the people what they want.
You know,
my.
we never rehearse, or I come here usually with like 20 minutes to spare before a live stream. I don't think we've ever had a live stream issue.
Oh, come on. Okay. Whatever. This one smells good too, bro. This one's got some deeper notes, some nice brown sugar notes in there, a little bit of baking spice in there, and there's a really nice barrel charm happening on the aromas.
See, this is probably going to be one of the toughest rounds. I would almost say this is going to be tougher than the final round
That's good.
because this is really good. There's a nice vanilla note in there.
It's really good.
like velvet.
That's pretty complex. It's got some depth to the sip. I'm still digging that barrel char that's in there, Trenton. Isn't abrupt. It's not aggressive. It's just mellow, and it really lends to the sip. You're so proud of me right now, aren't you, Mom? With all these things I can say about it. Not really. She's not.
It's like you've said this before, and I like half understand it. The best way I could describe it is like a mix between like a velvety texture and like a custardy texture, because it's really nice. I do get a nice vanilla. The barrel char is really good. I almost wish it was these two head to head for the finals. It's unfortunate that they're not, but I'm struggling. They're so different.
That's pretty good. A little bit of maple syrup coming through for me. Yes, honey.
There was a comment by Christopher Williams, I believe it was, that said, you guys are becoming well known. How do you handle when you get recognized in your daily life when you're out and about?
Have you gotten used to the stardom yet?
Trenton shakes hands and I give out hugs. That's what we do. That's what it's like. It's It's really nice. It's actually very nice to meet people. And I don't know. It's not. We don't really.
I guess I don't look at it that way.
Yeah.
Like I will say the most
I really
I've got.
enjoy meeting people.
So do I. The most I've met people at is like it's at a liquor store of some sort.
Sure.
So it's cool, and like a lot of people I've met at like B, I've spent hours talking to people in B. Just like I'm going down the aisle and I saw somebody like glances over and then I look at them and they're like. Do like a double take, and I'm like, okay, I'm used to this at this point, but it's
when
cool.
when you're getting the eyeball.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can tell it.
Even when we're traveling different places, and that's when it's really ironic. When we're in Timbuktu and somebody's like, "Mike, what are you guys doing here in this area?" Blah blah blah.
We were in a bakery. Remember where was that? Kentucky?
Oh yeah.
Was that Kentucky?
And I thought he was mad because he was like shocked.
We were coming out of a bakery. All four of us were together.
Is that like that thing where like the log homes were on the other side?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Where has been a place where you totally weren't expecting, like it kind of threw you off guard?
We were leaving a gas station, and some guy was pulling a trailer, like a pull behind, like a trailer, and he rolls down the window. He's like, "Are you SLB?" Do you remember that? It's the same place you were meeting that you met that dude outside.
Made my friend, yeah.
Do you remember? Oh yeah.
That's the thing. I never know when Kent is talking to a fan or just some random Joe Schmo he met at the gas station outside.
Yeah. He's never met a stranger.
Well, Kent gets recognized too.
He does.
Yeah, he gets recognized too, for sure.
Remember the airport? The guy that was playing music? And was that
Oh, that was Portland. I don't know if I told you this. Me, Colin, and Michelle were on our way out, and we're walking down, and there's this dude. He's playing an acoustic guitar in like the center of the terminal, and he stops playing. He's like, "Trenton?" I was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Dude, I love the videos."
Here's something.
He was like, "Where are you coming from? Where are you going?" And I was like, "We were just at Westward," and he's like, "I've never had American Sing-Alls. Do you recommend them?" I was like, "They're probably one of my favorites." So we talked for 15-20 minutes, and
Kyle.
it was cool.
Kyle's on here.
Is he?
And he said, I was stopped at the dentist because someone heard my last name being called.
Oh, yeah, he told me about that. I forgot all about
That's
it.
so funny.
Oh my God. The worst one I ever had was at the airport. You
Yeah,
brought that
I was
up.
gonna say.
Rick
Oh,
was
was it?
here. It was one of our trips. It was just a vacation, so we weren't really going anywhere for specific whiskey business or anything like that. And you know how it is these days in the when you go through all the security and the checks and everything through there, and so we're all, and Rebecca, I always got to keep my eye on her because I don't know what it is with her, but she usually gets checked every time. She's,
I get patted down.
I know, and I'm always the stupid one. I go, I'll help you if you need help. I'll help you with the pat down.
I got double checked last time.
Yeah, it was.
They thought I had a taser in my bag. I was like, "No, that's a laptop charger."
Yeah.
So, anyways, we were going through. We put our stuff on the conveyor, and we were walking down. And the guy's looking at the stuff. He looked up and he goes, "Oh no!"
The security guard.
The security guard. "Oh no, no, oh no!" And literally, my heart went. I don't know what's going on. My mind's like, "What is in that bag? What am I not forgot?" And
Sir,
then he-
please put your hands behind your back.
Seriously, I mean, I literally was like, you give me a heart attack, and he's like, "You're not Kurt from SLB. You're not." And I was like, "Dude, you gave me a heart attack." He started laughing. He goes, "Oh yeah, I didn't think about that." And I said, "Bro, you gotta watch
Because he
that."
was like
man.
so.
He was.
straight-faced.
He really like. Oh, is literally how he did. He's like, "Oh no, oh no," and I'm like, "Oh my God, what did I get in? What is in there?" I thought it was dead meat.
Break center backstage drop in there.
That was pretty funny.
It's not mine, I swear.
All right, back to the task at hand, I guess, buddy.
I have
No, sorry. It's really cool to meet people.
Yes, it is.
I'm still not really used to it.
You're way better than you were.
I'm way better than I was, and
It used to be Trenton. Oh no.
The first time I will say I went out of my way to avoid it, and it's just because I wasn't great at it. It's not because I didn't want to talk to people, but
You're better than what you give yourself credit for.
Doing just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a couple donations to catch up on.
Sure, please.
All right. Jim Taylor, $20. Good evening, SLB family. Supporting on New Riff makes Rye 6th year tonight. Final catching it live for once. I don't know, but thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
I appreciate
We do have a new Riff 6 year coming out for Patreon for a pick.
That might be really
Incredible.
it. That was a good one.
It was really good.
Jonathan Sowery, $10. No comment, but thanks, John.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nathan Hollis, $10. I would bro hug the heck out of Kurt.
That's what we used to do. I'm good. I'm good with it.
Yeah. JC and Doris, $20. Kurt gives the best hugs. Cheers, SLB family. What a great way to end this work week, even if my bracket is totally busted.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Thank you. Though.
I am. All right, dude. I don't know, man. I mean, this is there's two drastically different whiskeys that we're tasting, and delicious in different ways. This one's very unique over here, Class C. I even get a little prune note now coming out of C. Now that I sit there for a minute and tasted it for a minute.
Ted Brooks gifted 10 more SLB drinks.
Ted, thank you, man.
memberships. That's awesome.
For real. Thank you so much. Congrats to the 10 who, I don't know how it selects people. It might just be at random.
Yeah.
But congrats to those people who got it.
Yes,
Oh,
for
no.
sure.
$10 from Bourbon Jesus. If I
Uh-huh.
was TSA, I'd stop you too, Trent.
Somebody ban Mike.
Never.
I'm really liking D though too, because it's got a real harmonious sip to it. The barrel char in there, I love the sweetness. I love it's darker. It's kind of a luxurious sip for the most part.
I love them both.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Dude, I really don't know. I really don't.
I was waiting for you to make the first move.
Because they're two different animals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna taste them both again.
Yeah.
One more time, and then
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. Because
Sure.
I could honestly, these are two that I would really want to sit down with for like a couple hours.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really could. There's
I
a
knew
lot to
when I
love.
seen these two against each other when they made it to there, I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a tough one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you would pick?
What did you pick?
Well, I know what I picked.
Okay.
What did you pick?
See, I always got my ways, but it
But-
never works.
Did you guys do a bracket yourself?
Oh no,
No.
You should have done one just to.
we didn't. We haven't seen the bracket to know
Oh, that's true.
what's going
But I
against each
wonder
other.
Oh, that would be so cool. Before, like after they're done doing this, we could give them a list, and then they could make their own.
Do we have bracket sheets? Blank ones?
No,
I
not
mean,
on hand.
It's not like,
That would have been a good thought.
dang it.
We could whip them up pretty
Well,
quick.
actually, what would have been cool is, and we'll have to do that next year.
Yeah.
Print off just when the 16 are in.
Yep.
Print that sheet to where we have two of them for you guys. Then you just hurry and pick what you think you would have picked, and then see how it plays out. That's a good idea.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
it's such a good idea. Bushmaster James, $10. Tell Kyle thank you for all the hard work on the videos and adding the bottles to the screen during blinds.
No, thank you, buddy.
Kyle's been crushing it.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Kyle.
Someone earlier said that the editing is way better too now. So,
Well, I have my thought.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
All right, since you're thinking, oh, that's exactly what I was going to do. I am shocked you didn't push out this one. Shocked.
There are
I
three.
thought for sure we're going to have a discussion and argument about it.
And okay, there are three bottles that we picked that I'm thinking this could be, because it's very particular with the profile. It's got to be a craft thing,
Okay, sure.
but something about like the entire experience in this is still very good.
Very good.
I would recommend either of these,
Very good.
but the overall sip experience is just a little more like refined, or
Yes.
it's like a little bit elevated.
100%.
And not to say that this is bad.
This is quirky.
It is. I
It's
love
in
it.
your face. It's an extremely unique sipping experience. This one is everything Trenton just said about it. That's why I would have picked this one as well. I'm shocked. I really thought you were going to pick this one. And I really thought we was going to have our first kind of discussion argument on what's going to, I really did. So, all right.
Kent, are you still
Whoever is taking,
I'll let you know when you're done.
whoever's taking care of the re-pours, you guys can use the same glasses or use the new glasses, however you want to do it.
Jeff is gonna try and quickly draw up brackets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you guys can.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank
That'd
you
be a
so
great
much.
idea.
You want me to
Yeah, I
do
think
that?
that'd
You can, honey, yeah,
That'd
it's
be a
up to
really
you.
cool idea.
I don't know if you want to use any of the glasses that we have already and just kind of top them off, or if you want to go fresh. I'll leave that up to you.
If you want to, maybe you want to take them all back there and then like re-clip them or whatever, so it's just A and B.
Speaking of clips,
Sure.
I don't know.
However,
Whatever's easiest.
Whatever's the
Oh, sorry.
easiest. Hey,
nice
you-
to-
what are you doing? Oh, for crying out loud. She's crawling.
Rebecca's literally crawling on the floor so you wouldn't see her on it.
Come on. You would have been the highlight of the live stream for crying out loud.
Michael Larkins wants to
You
know
want
how he
these?
can buy some of the letter clips for
You want
his
these?
ones.
We did a quick pre-sale through Patreon. We had 30 sets. We weren't sure
You can take
how it was
clips
going to
off,
go
put 'em
over.
back on.
We sold 30 sets in about 2 minutes. So we are going to be doing more.
We already know. You just take the one.
Our good friend Tom is going to be. They're 3D printed, so he's going to be supplying those with for us. We don't have a 3D printer. I would do a lot of damage with one.
Yeah, that can't be a thing, please.
So
A and D, right? I'm talking to Ken.
Sounds right.
Billy Cannon, $10.
Billy.
Oh, Billy, how are you, sir?
I would love a hug or handshake from any of you. Look forward to seeing you all Wednesday. I love you guys.
Oh,
He's in Florida, yeah.
Billy, hope you're doing well. Hope you're recuperating well from your surgery.
And I'm not gonna crawl because I didn't need help.
You don't want to?
Knit OXYS in parentheses. Adam.
Toxie Adam.
Yep. Cheers from this nice lady to all nice ladies. Really though, I love all of you. Be safe and have fun.
Cheers, Adam. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Hope
Yeah,
you're doing.
thank you.
Hope you're doing well.
Sloppy
and enjoying
chops.
it. Sloppy chops.
$20. Great way to kick off my vacation Friday.
Oh,
do you got?
have a great week.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And when I read Bushmaster James's comment earlier, I just realized I didn't have the mic on, so I just want to make sure that everyone got to hear that we're thanking Kyle for the hard work on the videos and adding all the bottles to the screen during the blinds. He's absolutely crushing it.
All right, well, yes, that's true. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle got a new puppy.
Oh, yes!
Have you seen the picture yet?
Yeah, Samoyed Husky, that's what I had growing up.
Yeah, Samoyed. Yeah, his name is Mochi.
That's so cute.
And I got scolded because when I first thought, oh, hey, Moochie. It's not Moochie, it's Mochi. Oh, sorry.
Virginia Rose, $10. Just wanted to say hi. Love you all. Carry on.
Love you, Virginia. Hope you're doing well. Virginia, are you coming to the golf outing? I vaguely recall you saying you were.
She better.
I got it.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Crawl, Kent, crawl. I'd have to go over and help him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we giving away a Hibiki 21?
No, not tonight. I think we'll save it for next live stream.
Okay.
So what this is, guys, this is I've kept this bottle because I know I'll never have another one, but a Hibiki 21 year. One of the most genuinely beautiful sipping experiences I've ever had with a whiskey was this Hibiki 21 year, but I use it now for infinity bottles. In here is every whiskey that we did for the tournament for 2025 Bourbon Madness tournament. At the end of our videos, I put it in the infinity bottle. We will give out 4 samples. Can't do it this time, but we'll do it next time. So I don't want to put a bunch more stuff what we got going on. But we'll give those. Some of you won't be interested, and that's okay. Don't worry. There's some strong feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Ew, I'll never do that. And other people are like, yeah, for sure.
Alcohol kills the germs.
Yeah, if you're not interested, no big deal. But I'll give out 4 very healthy samples of this next month on our live stream in May.
According to someone on here, there are 2 perfect brackets left.
Really?
Yeah,
Thank you for that information.
I hope I was allowed to tell you that.
Wow. How could I just don't?
Thanks.
Do,
There's no way I could ever do that.
Kurt
There's the
Fogelman,
A's.
$2, asked what kind of dog. It's a Samoyed Husky.
Samoyed.
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 Yep. They're so
What
cute.
Kyle tells me.
Little white fluffy
If they need to
balls.
be switched or whatever.
Cute tails.
Okay. Yeah, he's a cutie. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, and Kyle's wanted one for a long time, and he's now
Mom.
in a position in where he could get it, and I'm happy for him.
Bourbon Dad.
And Katerina.
Yeah, that's awesome. Bourbon Dad, $5. Cheers, all. Love to have you all down to Southern Indiana this summer to my basement bourbon bar.
That's a lot of work.
We'd love to.
Okay.
Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Well, that's another.
Where in Southern Indiana?
Yeah, where is that?
Is that? No, that's not. What's Jordan's channel called?
I'd like to know. 'Cause right now.
Put him on the spot.
I guess what I had one of yours birthday.
I know it too. I'm having a hard time remembering.
I just watched their video just a day or so.
Yeah.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
Whiskey Nose, is it?
No, that's Marty.
Marty. Okay, yeah. No, that's right. That's Marty.
That's Marty. Now, if you'd say the channel, I'd know the person's name.
Yeah. Is that?
I'm sorry. It's hot water.
Yeah, they're probably showering.
Oh, Raquel's
Richard
probably got
Gibber, $10.
kids in the bath.
Old,
Yeah.
Don't be looking.
Old DG?
yeah, DJ.
DJ.
Yeah. Gibber, $10. And there's no comment, but it's a little bouncing guy that says yippee.
Thank you, Mr. Gibber. We appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Well, Trenton, I don't know, man. Now it's gonna get real.
Man, one's a healthy pour.
Kent doesn't mess around.
I eyeballed it, so.
Okay, I feel like everyone needs to see this.
Sorry, I didn't use a jigger.
Mom, can you hand me the carrot cake?
Everyone needs to see
We need
that.
to we need to showcase the carrot cake, I think. Also,
Mouth-watering.
Michelle and I went to Denver over last weekend. We went to a place called Low Dough. It's next to the Lodough. It's next to Milk
I heard you
Market
talk about
in the alley by Run for the Roses.
Yeah, it's such a small little place, you'll miss it if you blink.
And it's one of those places they make like a very a limited quantity of things, and once they sell out, they just close. We had this cinnamon roll, this carrot cake cinnamon roll.
Oh my gosh,
It looked
yes.
like a cinnamon roll, but there was carrot cake in it somehow.
So good.
It was incredible. But I mean, look at this thing.
You better wait so you're done tasting.
Oh, wait,
I'm not gonna
I
taste it
gotta
now.
put this on. Hold on, I'm behind.
Look at this. This looks insane.
It's gonna be good, dude.
Legitimately perfect.
No, that's a bad idea. What are you doing?
You know you can't do that too.
There's the blanks.
Yeah, that's perfect.
The bourbon pour is Jordan's channel.
Bourbon pour. That's right.
Yeah, I think we need to
I was
see
just gonna read that comment, Ross Ellison.
Thank you, thank you. I apologize for my brain seizure, but yeah, I couldn't. I just couldn't. I had to look it up. Okay, buddy.
You ready?
Yep.
This is it, man. Last round. Cheers.
Nicely done. I'm shocked we were pretty unanimous in a lot of these brackets, especially that last one. I truly am shocked. I didn't think you'd go that route.
It's just so soft.
It's lovely. That's the thing. It's just there's so much good about A.
It gives me this like cream cheese icing type of a palate profile.
No doubt.
And I
the
just I
aromas
love
is
it.
so sweet and nice and
What?
Did you eat carrot cake?
No.
Cream cheese icing.
Oh.
That was really weird.
Oh no, it's
Okay.
no. I'm not gonna eat it until we finish it.
Tasting some carrots.
Yeah. Weird.
some ground up
Baking
carrots.
spices, a little bit of raisin.
This one here though, Trent, this one is not what you would call dark. No molasses, no dark baking spices. It's not like that. It's really sweet and beautiful.
Mr. Gibber, $5.
Still get that little
no
bit of
comment.
cherry coming in there
Thank
too.
you.
I see you, Mr. Gibber. Appreciate
This
you.
one just says hippos popping out of the water.
From Gibber?
John Alexander, $2, wants to know, did you bring enough carrot cake for everyone? Do you have enough to share with the whole class?
There's quite a bit over there.
everyone here.
Yeah.
Trent, that's got that cherry note. It's got that confectionery sweetness going along with it. It's got that sweet and sour that I love. It's just a lot. There's a lot of good stuff there.
It's all right.
But as you mentioned before, and I did concentrate on this sip. Once I've kind of got it in my palate, okay, now that's the one Trenton said had a little bit of oak on the back end, so I'm trying to concentrate on that. See if I get any flaws.
What do you concentrate on when I'm not like in your head?
You know,
trying to,
here,
like saying
and
weird
this
stuff?
is the God's honest truth, and this is how I try to live my life. And I can't say that I do this 24 hours a day, every single day of the year, but I always try to look for the good first in anything, always, because
You're an optimist.
bad will always be out there. And if that's all you do is dwell on bad and look for bad, guess what? Then it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
And you're
So-
gonna find it.
Yeah, you're gonna find it for sure. So when I go to tasting, I immediately try to look for good. Now there have been times, as you know, when we've tasted on shows, we're like, there's nothing good in there at all, and that's understandable. That's just the way it is. So when I'm looking for sweetness first, that's what I'm looking for first. Now if something else hits me in the face, then that's different too. Like is it back there, the Augusta stuff that we did? The one
No,
you didn't really like so much, the 13-year. Now that's heavy baking spices and stuff like that. But, so I try to look for sweetness. I try to look for depth. I do like a little bit of oak, as you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not Elijah Craig 18-year fan. That's way too much. I don't like way too much. But I do like a nice oak tone to my whiskeys too.
Wait, Ken, do you like Elijah Craig 18?
No.
The Oakie?
Ken,
Jeff, do you?
believe it or
No.
not,
Too oaky.
Kent
Yeah.
and I bought the exact same year, and we never bought another one. Was it 2018, 19?
I don't remember. It was the first one I knew of that came out. And I don't know if that's the actual fact or not, but it's the first one I heard of, and I was all excited because I liked their barrel proofs, and I ran to 2 stores and bought 2 of them suckers. And I didn't like them at all.
Wow.
So I traded somebody
Good.
mine for something else.
Yeah.
but,
Good.
You know, my extra one. But yeah, I didn't like it at all. It's still probably 96% full in my basement right now.
I've heard that some years are better than others, but still I just
Maybe.
can't. With the experience I've had with one, I'm just like, I can't imagine it being that. Yeah.
It's scary to try again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I still get that cherry note in there too. So
On A.
yeah.
Have you gone to B yet?
No.
Okay.
You ready? You go in there? All right.
How's the carrot cake?
Absolutely delicious. And I'm killing this technology thing over here.
I forgot you
So
were
you
even
know.
doing it. It's just so
Yeah.
seamless.
I
I
Wow.
don't even need to show up anymore.
I mean,
You got this.
I don't know how to communicate with the chat, but
You just type in the box. You get it.
I don't know.
Have we gotten any feedback on the mic? The new mic that you're using?
I asked.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kyle. I did not see that you had messaged me since then.
A.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for you. I don't know.
You didn't say anything about B, and you're back on A?
I know. Because I smelled B. And A has got that barrel char note in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful.
Mark,
I'm kind of trying to keep my head straight on what I tasted in the first round. That we
Don't.
bumped forward.
Don't.
Hey, it's
Just-
a different round.
Just go with the flow. We don't gotta match the rounds or anything, because then you're gonna get in your head.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Wow.
Mark McGuire asked, do you guys ever get together with the whiskey weather guy? I like whiskey and weather, and I've not heard
Oh.
that person, and now I need to know who that is.
We were just talking about that.
Were you?
No. Yeah, because he said Cole was watching Ryan today.
Yes! Right, y'all.
No, I've watched his stuff before. I don't know where he's at though.
I don't know, but
I'd be curious.
I like whiskey and weather,
Yeah.
so I like to do that.
Hmm.
$10
Never
from
knew such
Scott.
thing.
Hey, y'all. Appreciate you.
Who?
Scott.
Scott.
Thank you,
Cheers,
Scott.
Scott. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Cheers to you as well.
$5 from Tristan Kelsey. Michelle, make sure they whip you up a glass in my entry to the cocktail competition. They need to share. I do agree. Yes.
There was
Do we still have stuff
It
for
was
that?
good.
We should do that after
Yeah.
this and just pack because it was
Yeah.
good. He made
have
his
to
own
get-
bitters. He made his own
Yeah.
passion fruit syrup.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Unreal.
Beast
Very
in the
good.
kitchen. And then Mr. Dribber, $3. Thank you.
No comment.
No, there's been no comment each time except just like a little emoji, and this one is a pear, I think. And it has fists, and it says fist bump. Fist bump. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's that.
Okay, I lied. This is going to be more difficult.
Yeah,
They're kind of very similar.
they are. And now that I had the sip of, would you clip this B? Yeah. Yeah, they are. It's yeah. A little confusion steps in too, because once I tasted A, I had a little relapse of what I shouldn't do, and I thought I remembered one that I pushed forward, and I don't think it's the one that I was thinking of. And then when I say thinking of, I don't mean the bottle. I'm not trying to think of a bottle. I'm just trying to remember palate notes of what we were tasting to kind of get ingrained where I'm headed. But I think I actually switched them a little bit on the first taste of what I thought was what I pushed forward. Not the bottle. I'm not doing that. I'm not going there.
I have some comments to read here.
Hit me, babe.
If you're
Looks like they need to think a minute.
yeah.
This one here has the more profound cherry note in it too, in B, for sure.
$5 from Billy Cannon. Trenton, my man, I'm from Georgia, born and raised.
Yeah.
Georgia. Okay, I knew it was south.
Yep.
Have-
That was Billy was the last one. I mistakenly said Alabama last
Oh.
time, and I was wrong. And so yeah, Billy's Georgia man.
Kevin Page, $100. Love the SLB channel and family. Another great tournament. After a perfect first round, things went awry, but that's part of the fun. Cheers.
It is part of the.
Thank you,
Thank you
Kevin.
so
Kevin, man,
Really?
you're a prince of it. You're a prince of a gentleman.
Yes.
True.
Gentleman and
Wow.
a scholar.
Never heard that one.
Yep.
Ted Brooks, $10. Yeah, it sounds like he hasn't
He
heard
could
of me.
have he could have told me that's been around for hundreds of years, and I've been like, oh, okay.
Well, he does pull out some oldies but goodies.
He does. What is it? Mule looking at a new gate? What is that?
He's a lot older than me, so it could have been an old one that I just don't know about.
Oh my God.
Remember when he got asked if he was younger? And so, where were we? That was in Georgia, right? At the bar? It was so funny. The one and only time.
Oh man.
$10 from Ted Brooks. Sorry. Can we have Trenton see if it's possible to crowdfund an SLB barrel pick where we send Kurt, Kent, Trenton, and the ladies to do the pick? You could record the trip, maybe 4 roses.
Yeah, we need to start doing that more often. It can be involved, you know what I mean? But we need to start doing that more often.
And we do have the equipment for it. We tried it when we did Green
It
River,
was so loud.
and it was loud. We have to figure things out a little bit.
We need to just practice. I
Yeah.
need to follow you around with it.
Yeah, like there will be times where we will bring it with good intentions, like, hey, we're gonna film this and do some content with it, and then we're like halfway there, and somebody's like, hey, did you bring
This part.
the DJI whatever? And I'm like, nope, forgot.
I have it though now, so it just goes in my back.
And Michelle's way more organized than me, so
Kyle has a message for you.
Oh no.
Dad, don't be a wimp. Pick first.
Kyle.
Pick first.
That's the thing about Kyle. Kyle
He knows you're up there, Scott.
1, 2, 3. Put your hands up.
Kyle and I have a little bit of a difference of personalities. Kyle is like, this is what it is. I don't care what you think. Screw you. I don't care. That's just, I mean, and it's just, he's just going to be, if you don't like my opinion, I don't care if you don't like it. Who cares? I'm always thinking, I'm always thinking what people think,
yeah.
to a fault at times, too. I just want everybody to be happy. That's all.
It's gonna be hard.
I know what I'm picking.
Oh boy, I already know. I know what he's picking too, and I don't know.
Well, A still has a lot more in his glass than B.
It was like double the fill. To be fair,
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Not like this one.
Well, his A I meant were like spot on, and their B
no.
were spot on.
Now that I
didn't look at A and B
Okay.
together.
Now that I've tasted both of them, I got a little excited at the beginning.
It's so silent.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
I can't tell.
I know.
Coming.
I will go first. Don't go.
Uh-oh.
I'll make Kyle happy. But
Mark the date.
it's for some reason I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to do this. But this one here, buddy, this one here has got that barrel char that's just magical. It just don't smile like that because he already knows. I think he knows. I know. I mean, I don't know about no, but I love this one too. This one here is really good.
He's trying to.
I'm on the edge of my seat over here
It is.
now. You got.
I mean, this one's super good. I mean, there's so much I love about this glass. Really, that cherry note's wonderful. There's just so much confectionery sweetness. There's a lot going on here. This one here is a little bit richer, a little bit darker. It does have that toffee-ish, brown sugar-ish. The barrel char in this one is just magical.
Huh. Okay.
It just is. I don't know what to say about that. My heart wants me to do this, but if I have to be true to what I'm tasting, this is so good right now.
What do we do?
What do you got?
I was pushing B first.
Where are you?
I was.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll have to discuss it because there's so many good things here.
Yeah.
Fight. There's no more. Let's hash it.
Now, I talked, so it's your turn to talk. For me, this is just for me. The barrel char note in here right now is what I'm really enamored with.
Okay.
That's the thing for me. So you tell me what is persuading you in Glass B.
What are you smiling at, hon?
Someone said Grammy needs to do the type.
Oh, Grammy needs to come up and do the final tasting and see which one it is. Since Trent and I can't figure it out.
What do you think? Just settle an argument between them
Somebody said you need to come up here.
as the matriarch.
Here's my line of thinking here. A is it's a very good sip.
Very good.
After like the mid palate though,
Okay.
so much of what makes it good for the first 50 falls off for me at the tail end, and I think what I'm getting is a little more of that barrel char, which for me,
That's true.
it takes away from this like really beautiful like vanilla bean, cherry, like all the really good flavor profiles you normally want to get. This barrel char just kind of like takes everything
does.
away from it.
It
And it
does.
leans a little bit more towards this like oaky finish, which as you guys may know, isn't really my thing. B,
And as you guys may know, kind of is my thing.
B though, is really like, it's similar throughout, but it has its highs and lows, and nothing's like taking away from different parts of the experience. It's a very cohesive type, like kind of a pour. The mouth
I
feels
deny that.
ridiculous. I will say, the high point in flavor of A, I think is better than the high point in flavor in B.
Wow. Okay.
But
Okay.
the
That's a good point.
finish of this takes away from that initial height and dials it down a little bit, whereas nothing
For you.
for me, yeah. But nothing in here is taking away from anything else. It's evolving, and then it like has a nice ending to
Right.
it.
Now,
So-
you're talking career professional here, dude.
Dude, I've been practicing my poetry, my limericks.
Hey, man, everything he said was. I mean, I am in tune with everything he's saying because he is 100% spot on. So, what we have here correct me if I'm wrong, Trenton, is that I am way more enamored with the barrel char
Yeah.
than you are. Mm-hmm. Right? That's exactly what it is. So I think they're both fabulous. I really do. As you can see, I have hardly anything left of this one because I really wanted to give it a fair shot before I pushed anything out. But I love the cherry note in here. There's so much I love. My heart wants to go this way. But I can never be dishonest with the good folks out there. I just can't do it. So the barrel char in here is just my...
It's your profile.
It's my
It's
cup
your
of
profile.
tea.
Yep.
I'm curious about something.
Please help.
Well, I'm trying. And I don't know if this is availability or not. But Michelle,
Yeah.
do you have a bracket of the mix?
No,
Do you know what those are up there?
I've not been following at all.
So, she
Yeah.
has no
Sorry to
idea what
admit
those
that.
are.
Nothing.
Rebecca,
What?
you want to try 'em?
Well,
They all taste the same.
you actually know what you're,
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it could be
Have Michelle taste
an
them.
option, a tiebreaker.
I mean,
no, I just looked at this. I just looked at the
I love it.
screen and now I know what it is.
I love them both. I really do. I mean, I love them both. Trenton makes fabulous points. He was surprisingly very eloquent in how he
Is
said
Chris
it.
Engle's dad? Is he a whiskey guy?
He's close.
I don't know, down
man.
the street.
He's 5 doors down.
He drank about a quarter of my bottle of that oat whiskey from Still Austin.
Oh no!
I'm
That's
kidding.
pretty good.
I'm kidding, but he did have several pours.
Yeah.
And I know that's the only bottle I'll ever have, and I'm kind of eyeballing like, oh, geez, help me. Oh, no, wait, you want more? Yes.
Brian said.
Yes, sir.
Brian Cabrera said she ain't going against her husband. Oh, I don't think you know me.
Oh,
I would be
Michelle.
totally
Yeah,
fine going
no.
against him.
You should be in some of our
She-
barrel tastings.
Michelle would be
Yes.
honest about it.
Barrel
100%.
I
tasting.
would, yeah.
Have Michelle taste it.
I did look at the screen. I just.
I don't think that matters though.
No, it
Chris
won't.
Angle, tell your dad to run on down here and
Yeah.
ring the doorbell. Pajamas or not.
Yeah, well, I'd do to give you an honest answer. I'll promise you that. He might stay for 4 other pours, but he'll tell you. He'll tell you what's up.
Rewind that and.
He'll tell you what's
make
up.
it go away so I can't look at it.
No, I'm just saying it's a good thing. I enjoy that. It was fun.
This is the
Sorry, this person's butt cheeks McGee and I just can't handle it. Said, Trent, can you fix my plumbing issue?
Yeah, just move on.
I'm sorry. $2. So, you know, thanks. Thanks, butt cheeks.
I wonder if that's Matt.
Oh, don't. Yeah. You put way too much
Matt?
effort figuring that out.
What do you mean? No, I'm a good plumber. I'm not
What are
a
you
licensed
tasting?
I'm not a licensed contractor.
I don't know. What is this? A.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mic on?
I'm very in tune now because I see these faces. I look at everybody's facial expressions when you take sips at barrel tastings for picks.
Yeah.
And Michelle is usually 90% of the time involved in that. And so I can usually tell.
Yeah.
And usually pretty good at it too.
Yeah.
That's why I brought her up. That she
Yeah.
might be able to.
Oh yeah, very good.
Here's the thing. I don't know if anybody else does this or I'm just weird. But every now and then, like, we'll be in bed, like, watching a show or something, and we usually, like, work in bed. And I'll look over at her, and she's, like, making all these, like, faces as she's, like, shopping on Amazon or, like, whatever.
Wait, I like that you said we work in bed and then it's I'm shopping on Amazon. Not
Well-
reading mental health research or something like that, you know.
Sometimes. I'm just thinking of the last time and what was
See,
happening.
these are another one of those times, Trenton, where we're us dudes, we just say some things that are like,
I mean, it's
we
not.
don't mean,
It's just
It's not
facts.
untrue.
we don't mean bad anything by them. It's just,
It's
you know, we just,
100% true. But
we
it's
don't
just
really
funny
think
that
much.
That's work.
before we talk.
So next time, when I'm doing that, I'm like, but I'm working, is what you said.
Yeah. Oh no. Doesn't working though mean that you're making some money instead of spending? Okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's when you just leave it go. Let it alone. Let it alone.
Dude, if you were a fly on the wall, we'll just, like, we don't argue for hours, but we'll just I don't even know how you describe it.
I don't know. I like annoying you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get on A?
The barrel char for sure.
Okay.
It's delicious.
I know. Yeah.
And I don't know. These sort of falling a little flat for me.
Okay.
I love it too. I love them both.
It was good. It is good. The look you give me is like you're sleeping on the couch. Yikes.
Look, I went in hopeful because I was like, she's not gonna like pick against me.
Absolutely.
No, I think she might. No, I'm just messing with you.
I like A.
Okay.
Yeah, I like A.
It's probably a
Right
decision.
now, in this moment, I like A.
I have a feeling it's a decision I'm going to regret, but I have to be honest, and so I'm going to stick with that.
That's.
I keep tasting, but I'm going to stick
But
with
no, that's the thing though. Like if we redid this entire thing tomorrow, there is a non-zero chance that it's going to be a different experience.
Absolutely.
Based on what you ate, how many pieces of pizza you
Sure.
had, how much drywall dust you have in your lungs, and whatever.
This is true.
Whatever else.
it. Very true.
So that's the cool thing about the blind.
Yeah.
We didn't want to complicate this by doing two separate brackets like we did last year. It was very confusing.
It was.
As we picked, like the first 16 was probably okay, but as we went through and our brackets were different, we had a lot of comments and people were really confused and
Yep.
it was difficult
Yep.
because we were tasting
Yep.
different things
It
at
was a
different
mess.
times.
It was a mess.
And it was really good feedback. So we were like, yeah, let's
Yeah.
just do one. We knew going into it that there was a chance that we might come to an impasse like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool that it happened during a live stream and we have somebody else to taste because
Yeah.
I don't think Mom would have
Sure.
tasted during the videos.
She
when
would have,
was
but
down
she would
here
have
pouring.
gave us an ooh and an ooh.
Like, ew,
Yeah.
that's
For each
gross,
one.
and that was
I
also
hate
gross.
this one the
Yeah.
least,
Yeah, right. Maybe.
but
Maybe.
that's really cool.
I'm sorry I missed some comments, so I gotta go through them.
So what are you saying, Trent? Are you saying A wins?
If Michelle's the tiebreaker and she likes A more, then we're gonna go with A.
I do, I'm sorry.
And again,
Sorry, not sorry, actually.
It is. I think this just kind of boils down to preference. I'm
Yes,
not a
it
big
does.
fan of barrel char.
100%.
Maybe sometimes, but maybe not so much in this application
Yes.
compared to B.
And
but
I'm
it's-
with you.
It's just kind of cool.
I really like B as well, Trent.
Yeah.
I'm not. You really had a moment here on the live stream where you were very well spoken in your
Hard to believe.
in your stance for Glass B, and I appreciate all of it because I agree with you. I've always said I'm always going to pick what I'm enjoying the most at this moment.
Okay, question though. When you say in your heart you want to pick B, what do you mean?
Well,
That might be a loaded question.
It's good.
I don't want to say. I don't. But to me, B seems some form of wild turkey product, and I could be completely wrong. So don't smash me in my face if I'm wrong, because I'm not that guy. You know who's really good at that? Phil from the Bourbon Van. Watch his 5 Sip Fridays. Bourbon Van, Phil and Julie, wonderful people, beautiful people. They have a 5 Sip Friday where people send them samples, and they take 5 sips to try to give guesses of proof, distillery, bourbon rye, what it is, just some things like that. That dude is phenomenal. pal.
We should do that
That's
more.
neat, yeah.
He's a
We should do
phenomenal.
that more.
I'm not that guy. I'm just gonna say, do I like it or I don't? But so I'm gonna probably put myself out there. I don't like doing this, put my foot in my mouth. But this feels like it's a wild turkey product, and that's why I said my heart feels like I want to do this one because it's got that sweet and sour. It's got some things going on there that feels like a wild turkey product. But this one to me, it was just really good for me tonight.
Okay, this is
Ready to fill out your blanks now?
This could go two ways, because I was on the fence. If you're saying you're very good at picking out a wild turkey profile, we're
Sometimes, yes, sometimes. But
when
you're
it's
right.
when it's not wild turkey 101.
You're right. Sometimes I am. Sometimes not, but sometimes I am.
You're either pushing it out, or I either wanted to push it forward.
Weird.
Weird.
Very.
So that's weird.
That is weird.
We have some upset people in the
Yeah,
chat here.
I'm so sorry. But
Don't worry, guys, I'm one of them.
Oh no! I just
pen?
saw a pen.
That's all good.
Thank you.
You heard what I said.
yeah,
I'll say it when everything's done.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
You guys should talk through as you're doing your little quick guesses too. The quick.
What are we doing here?
Just,
Well, you guys,
What is this?
just do a quick. That is
Oh.
how the bracket started.
the way it's written out right
What you have right.
Oh my God! So this is how you actually put it together, kid? Holy moly! Oh wow!
Are you going to talk about your thought process
I will.
today or
No.
during the
No,
video
I
on Monday?
wouldn't.
No, we'll wait. We'll
Okay.
go on.
Wow! Seriously?
While you guys are getting
Holy
over your
moly,
shock,
man.
Can I read some
Yeah,
comments?
yeah, babe, go
I
ahead.
got really behind, I'm sorry.
Trent said Kurt's never had. it,
Joanne
so I don't know.
Simon sent in $10. Please say hi to my husband Marty. We
can
love
all
watching you
do this.
all. Hi Marty. Say hi.
Hey,
to
Marty.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
He does.
Kazurai. $2. Much love from Long Island, New York. You guys are great.
Thank you very
Big
much.
Muscle emoji.
Big muscle emoji. Thank you very much.
$5 from the Rye Guy.
Oh, that sounds like right up my alley.
Yeah, says thanks Kent for seeding the tournament so as to really challenge Kurt and Trenton.
I tried.
I'm looking at this and it's
Kent. What?
I don't even know how.
It was tough.
Yeah.
Oh, Kent! What did you do, Kent?
Richard Bogan, $2. Love watching you guys.
Oh,
Great
no.
content, great fun. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that.
Sorry.
We're glad that we can provide some entertainment. If
Yeah.
this is entertaining to y'all, I'm very intrigued at the very last bracket.
It'd be curious if either of them got it close.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't see what you don't see on that bracket. He didn't put the seating numbers next to it, did he?
No, I did.
He did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Bushmaster James,
Try to remember what it was.
$2. Tell Jeff pizza and carrot cake at the next share. Yeah.
So what?
He said
So 2 at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
Huh.
Ooh. Wow.
I probably would have busted if I filled this out. I probably would have busted my own bracket after the first round because these are
Kent.
you seeded this like a madman. This is really good.
I can imagine
No, this
him
is
just, like,
really good.
maniacally laughing.
How long did you spend on the seeding?
Well, once I finally decided how I was going to do it, real quick.
So we're gonna
But-
learn more about your algorithm on
But
Monday.
I went through a lot of scenarios first, and I wasn't liking how they were coming out. So
I don't know if this is right, but now this is all coming together now. And I'm just going by, and again, this could be another kick in my head, but just for what I was tasting.
So we have some comments from back when we were talking about playing charades.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm behind. I'm sorry. $10 from Anthony Cap 7. I'm here for Trenton with no tasting or smelling notes. Smells like a Cabbage Patch doll. Like, how would you even show that? I mean, smells like a Cabbage Patch doll. Like, how would you express that in charades?
We don't know who won yet, though.
no,
Okay.
we do not.
How would I express
I
that?
said we wanted you guys to do that first.
Okay.
You know, Kyle's probably punching in his stuff in
Right.
the other thing.
Sure.
You know.
Yep.
But we wanted you to fill those out just to see how close you guys would come.
Yeah.
If you,
No, I already messed this up.
you don't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Never mind.
Chris Engel, $10. Much love, SLB fam. Based on Trenton's video challenges in the basement, he'll learn to drive a manual before he successfully films on location. Wow, that's facts.
Actually, that's really true.
Chris is always good for a zinger.
Yeah, he is.
No
And
doubt.
you're
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Break Holy, $5.
Actually, Chris, I also owe you some money, so can you text me right now so I remember to send that to you?
Dude, listen.
Good.
Never mind.
No, what?
No.
You would just roast me right here.
No.
Chris was very nice to get me the Jack Daniels Single Barrel Rye Hero Selection. It's a Coy Hill warehouse.
Okay.
It's 136
Oh,
proof,
that is nice, yeah.
and I still have to pay him for it.
Okay. If Trent never forgets, email me. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Yes.
all I was gonna say.
Or I tell everybody just bug like it's not even bugging me. Just keep messaging me because I have the attention span of a squirrel, and it's
That's
really
being
bad.
generous.
It's being very generous, more like a gnat.
I texted about an hour and a half before the
jellyfish
show, and I
that
didn't get nothing back either, so don't.
Yeah, I know.
I was already on my way. Okay, here's my thought process. So I read your message. I got all your bottles. So I was like, yeah, I'll just let him know that I saw it when I get there.
Trenton, at times he'll text me and I'll look at it and he's answering a question from 2 days ago. And I don't even remember what I even asked. And I look at that and I gotta scroll at it. I gotta piece it all together. And it's usually at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting up, all of a sudden, Trenton texted. Blah, 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 blah. What?
Oh, too, Mom was that yesterday I saw you? Or the day before?
You guys have your breakfast filled out?
Yes.
See that.
I could be, I don't know. That feels right.
She had texted me like, hey, for some reason my laptop is in Chinese right now.
No, not everything, just stuff that I was saving. I would go back to insert it into an email,
Yeah.
and it would come up Chinese. I'm like, what in the world is happening right now?
So she texted me on like a Monday, and I came on Thursday to film, or Wednesday? No, it was Wednesday when we were doing the live stream for Patreon. And I was chatting with her, and I was like, oh, hey, didn't you say something about a Chinese laptop or something like that?
I just ended up sending it to my client in the hopes that they knew Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, toss it in Chat GPT, it'll figure it out.
Look at this. I don't have any left in either one.
I'm showing houses tomorrow to a Carlos Garcia, but I'm venturing to say it's not. It's
Probably
not
the same.
Carlos.
He's
Not our Carlos.
He's moving to Puerto Rico. He might have already moved to Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Who?
Carlos.
Really?
I think he's still gonna have a house in Connecticut. But he's looking at buying or building in
wow.
Puerto Rico.
Okay, well,
Wow.
do you all know that even though you're in different states, I can find you a referral agent in your town. So if you need a real estate agent,
Hashtag SLB Rebecca.
yeah, hit us up here and
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
I married a mover and a shaker.
I'll offer mine. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fun.
Neither one of you picked a winner.
Woo.
Really?
When they
In fact, it wasn't even close.
Really?
See? That's what I'm saying. I think I know and I stick my foot in my mouth. That's just how it
The
goes.
finals, Kurt had one of them in the finals. The one
Really?
that I had winning.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, but it did not win. Thanks, everybody. But no, what I will say though, after Michelle said she liked it better, I'm like, let me try that. Because I was drinking the one I picked
For the
Oh.
winner.
for the
Okay.
winner.
Okay.
And I tasted that, and I'm like, wow, even though it's mine, I would have picked that too. I would have picked the other one.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
really would have.
You
So-
would've.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for that.
None of us picked the winner.
No.
Wow.
He had one of them in the finals that was in the finals. You had none.
Wow.
I didn't see yours. I didn't look at yours. I was just freaking out about mine.
Trying to look at me.
And-
Hi. Are you okay?
No, I'm
I hate this part of it.
In the
I do.
round two, both the winners, or both the ones that are in the final, you didn't pick going through
Ooh.
in round
So you
two.
dropped him out in round 2.
Wow.
And he'd make final four for you. In your bracket.
See, the people that are like, oh, my bracket got busted in the first
The
one,
one
we
that-
were picking and I'd have got
So the
it.
one that won didn't make it past the first round for you either, or it didn't make the final four.
Huh?
The one that won.
Dude, this sucks.
Whose idea was this? I told you I hate this part.
So I'm gonna keep these for the Monday wrap up.
That's
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Oh, great. We're going to.
Glorious. Glorious.
But yeah, I was on pins and needles there, but
Do we know if anybody
Okay,
had a.
well,
Is Kyle reporting scores? Do we know if there was a
Kyle.
perfect bracket?
texting me. Let me see. Hold on.
Kyle, I hope you feel bad for me. I hope you have some empathy for
He
me.
that
does.
was fun.
He said,
He could see, he knows me.
Dad seems upset. Sorry.
Kyle's my oldest, and he knows everything we've been through, and he knows. He's seen me at my worst. He's seen me at my best. He knows me very well, and so he knows. He could read me from a block away, and This is this whole thing. This tournament's not easy for me, man. It's just not. I don't know who idea was that to fill out those brackets, and now I'm really confused.
I think it was everybody.
Do we at least get to know what our final four was? Can we do that?
We can do that.
So we know what we
do that.
tasted tonight,
So
and we'll leave the rest of it for
what
Monday's
you
show.
tasted tonight.
Yeah.
So starting with the final four, it was short barrel double oaked against Glens Creek Cafe au Lait.
Okay.
Wow. You guys put short barrel double oaked into the final. The other two were still lost in cast strength.
From wait. In the finals?
Final four.
I don't have that in there, do I? In my sheet I just wrote? Oh my God. Okay. Still lost in cast strength?
Did I pick that?
I have no idea what happened.
No, both of yours didn't make it.
No, who put it into the thing?
Oh, just so you know.
Was that one of my
That's
picks?
you.
This is.
You're still lost in cast strength. Trent.
Hey, the final four was 3 of Kurt's, 1 of Trenton's,
Dang it!
and Kurt's was the winner.
No!
So the other pairing in the final four was still Austin cast strength and Russell's Reserve single barrel.
Wow, Rare Breed didn't make it in.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm really.
Okay, go ahead, Kat.
And then the final, obviously, was short barrel, double oaked, and still Austin cast strength,
No.
We picked Still Austin over what was it?
and
Still Austin over Russell.
short barrel, double oaked. Still Austin won. I had short barrel, double oaked winning.
Wait, Still Austin Cast Strength won?
Yep.
Yes.
No, I picked that one, didn't I?
I don't.
Yeah, he did. Trenton did. Trenton picked still lost in cast strength.
Hold on, I got it for you. I thought I was doing a hard time there.
I mean,
I got it right in here. Hold on.
I am okay. Now, no, wait, Kat, because
Whoa.
Wait, you hear this?
wait, because I personally. Wow.
their brains are both broken right now.
I need to go to bed. Okay, we're always going to be honest, right? That's just me. For the good of
It
the,
was trends.
for the good of the bad.
It was trends. I
Put
was
your-
wrong.
Good game. Good game.
Put your hands down, buddy.
You didn't even pick
I'm,
your own at the
I'm shocked that still Austin cast strength won. So I really thought, Kent, Michelle,
Yeah.
think with me through this. Because when you showed me the bracket, I would have had no idea. I filled out that bracket I gave you as I remembered tasting things. Now, some of the first rounds I might not remember, but I would have put $100 on the table after you gave me the bracket that it was short barrel double oak as the winner because of that beautiful barrel char.
Would make sense. And
It would make sense. I'm just saying it would make sense because it's double oaked.
Yeah.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And on my sheet that I gave him, I'm thinking it's my heart, the cherry. I have to admit, I didn't put Rare Breed through because I don't remember Rare Breed having cherry. So I'm going by my tasting notes. So I put Russell's Reserve Single Barrel as second place in my sheet.
Oh yeah.
And that wasn't even, that didn't happen.
No.
Lord help me. Now,
So you
How-
have Russell's single barrel versus
on my sheet,
short barrel.
on my sheet.
On the one he just wrote out.
Yeah.
Okay.
On my sheet.
And you had Maker's Mark 46 cast strength against Russell's.
I'm delusional.
So
Well, okay, now listen.
I
I'm
was
thinking-
getting the softness from the last one. That's why I thought it was like a weeded product.
I'm thinking that because if you looked at the brackets, I'm thinking that barrel char is a double oak product. In the bracket, the double oaked went against Maker's 46 at some point in time. So if you look at the brackets, follow them down. That's why I thought, okay, that makes sense then because that's that barrel
get it.
char.
I get
That's
that.
how. That's why I filled it out how he has it.
yeah, it makes sense.
That's the only reason. Now, what's shocking is the still Austin cast strength that has that beautiful barrel char note. I'm just
Well,
dumbfounded.
and like I said,
I'm dumbfounded.
I'm not happy you picked that. But after I reached over and tasted it tonight, I would have picked that.
You would have.
I would have.
I'm floored.
I'm shocked.
I'm floored.
Do we have any perfect brackets? Is anybody able to
Hold on,
disclose?
There was one that had, man, I don't know.
I don't
Because
think so.
honestly, I was only eyeballing who had the same as me,
Yeah.
trying to figure out if there was anybody else that had the same as I did, and there was one that did, so
What do we
he's
do?
not happy with you either.
Well, what we're doing right now is that
I don't know.
in one of our recent videos, you had mentioned that you've never had Pappy 20. I've never had Pappy 20. Jeff has a Pappy 20.
Jeff,
And he
thank you.
so
Just
graciously
kind.
brought it. Not only did he bring carrot cake, but he also brought a Pappy 20. Is this one you had to open at the place?
No.
No, that was Joe Allman.
Kyle said there are no perfect brackets.
No.
Well, how could there be?
No, okay. There's no, if
I
Big
just
short barrel there would have been, because that,
That, two of them,
there was,
right?
there was, no.
Oh, just one?
I picked that as a winner, but there was only one guy with a perfect bracket that picked short barrel to win.
Oh, I thought there was two that had short barrels. Yeah.
Jeff, would you like a pour as well?
Sure, well, I'm sure Kent wants one and probably
Somebody
Michelle,
said
too.
best bracket is Christopher Brown, 14 out of 15.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
thank you, Jeff. Very kind of you, bud.
My pleasure.
Very kind of you to serve the loser of Pappy's
I'll
20.
just take a little chance. That's okay.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to. No, that's special.
No.
I have a couple things to read. I'm sorry.
I'm just this is a tough
I'm gonna
life.
move it close to your mouth, and it's really like, unless you're like kind of in front of it, it might be hard to hear. I think. I don't know.
Do you want some?
I do. I want to taste it because it's like a.
Go for it. Rebecca's trying to.
Okay. It smells good. The aromas are nice.
It is okay. All right.
This is a 2024
Yes.
Pappy 20, 90.4 proof, I think.
Yep.
90.4 proof.
90.4.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Oh.
Not a fan. Mom does not like Pappy 20.
Like when you give a baby a lemon. That was the face.
Well,
Sorry, how do you have some things to read?
Yeah, just a couple. Rick Holy, $5. Michelle, she's part of your tasting team. Don't bring in a stranger. Oh, this was back when we were.
That's very true, Rick. Thank you very much for the $5, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we appreciate the donation from you.
Chris Hoover, $5. Thanks for the laughs and the tears during this
Chris.
challenge.
You got it, Chris.
Chris, I need some help up here today, bro.
Supernope 13,
rough.
$5. I've been watching your videos for years. Love your channel, your content, and the whole family. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
When are we addressing the fact that it was Kent's fault?
Monday.
Yeah,
We'll address it on
I heard that a
Monday.
lot.
I've got to process this in my head, man. I'm just dumbfounded.
Right now he's not gonna sleep and he's gonna keep me up.
Listen.
He's gonna go back and watch all the videos.
This was truly a lot of fun. I think the idea of having a less than $100 bottle that is readily available,
Yeah.
something that people
Yeah.
can go out and purchase,
Yeah.
it's a really cool experience, and to be able to kind of consolidate into one bracket, and just this was probably the most fun Bourbon Madness that I've had. in
Yeah.
the
No,
times we've
I had a
done
good
it.
time doing it too.
And
Yeah.
even more fun that I picked the winner. So
They were going
But
to live it
it's
down.
Definitely
But I did
not
have
gonna-
3 out of the 4 in the final four.
And it
That's got to
cannot,
mean something.
it cannot go without saying that you voted against your own in the final, though. So,
why'd you have to bring that up?
because it's the elephant in the room.
That is true.
Yeah.
I was pulling for him.
Yes, you were.
Oh my, Michelle, you just took that full circle. Oh,
That's what she does.
I should have caved to Trenton.
You know why he's pulling for you? Because I had that one in the, he was like, I don't want Kent to win.
He can't be better at everything. That's for sure.
Rick Holy, $5. Now you have to do a still Austin cast drink SLB barrel pick.
Yeah.
We did.
Hi, Rick.
We did do one in 2023.
Rick, I'm still. I got you in mind.
24, it was good.
I got
Was
you
it?
in mind.
It was
Rick,
really
so
good.
But Cheeks McGee still wants you to fix plumbing or something.
I don't know what that means.
Just don't ask.
I don't
That's
know
what you do.
what
You
you
don't
want.
ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Thank you?
But-
No, that's That's probably one of the Gibber dudes.
Oh, maybe. It's a great name, though.
It is.
Kurt. Maybe there's people with a bunch of pappies in their basement. I'm not one of them.
I'm not either. I've never had a pappy down
And,
here. I don't have any pappy of any level.
Yeah.
nose and flavor.
It is.
Unique to itself to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not over oaked for 20 years.
No, and to be honest with you, I've had one little sample of Pappy 23 that I thought was too
Too
oaky.
oaky.
Yeah.
I tasted that with you.
Right.
Yeah.
But this isn't, it's not. It's not.
Tim, does Leanne try a lot of the different whiskeys and bourbons? I do try them, don't I? And I try to like them. So he said his wife likes the smell of them too, but just not the taste.
I gotta tell you guys about Tim and Leanne. We actually met them at Still Austin
We did.
when we were doing our pitch.
That's true.
And Leanne took me aside and she's
True.
like, "Hey, are you thinking about proposing?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, at some point." Michelle and I were together for 7 years.
No, I don't remember. A lot of years.
And she's like, "I got a really good jeweler."
Oh, yeah.
So we exchanged information and she sent me some of the stuff. I honestly just forgot about that until just now. But
Super sweet
Leanne
people.
is very, very, very sweet,
Yeah.
kind people.
And now, Leanne, that we have all of our remodeling done down here in the basement bourbon bar, this coming Christmas we'll be displaying her. She gave us Christmas
She
songs
did,
too.
yeah. We put it in one of the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really
It
cool.
would be nice to have them hanging.
Yeah, they will
Yeah,
be.
now that it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, now that everything's done and not a mess down here. So, yeah, very nice.
I will say though, I don't quite understand the secondary prices that these carry. It's a very good bottle.
Yeah, it is.
It's good.
It's a nice drinking experience. For sure.
One thing, and I'm sure a lot of people from Buffalo Trace watch our videos and take a lot of our advice to heart. I know that the folks at Sazerac are, they're struggling and they're just looking to some really smart.
I can't even tell the
experts.
difference between Still Austin Cash Drink and the double.
Right?
Hey, don't say that. I'm in the middle of a marketing pitch here.
Nobody's going to be listening to me. Maybe you, but not me.
I
For
think
sure.
what would really accelerate the Pappy 20 line is if Sazerac called me up. Mark Brown, if you're watching, just hit me up. We can do a Pappy 20 pick. I think this would be a lot. I think this would be a lot better at cast strength, or just something a little bit higher. In all seriousness, the fact that Pappy, I'd be curious on why they do Pappy 15 at 107 proof and Pappy 20 at 90.4. I'm sure it's a yield issue,
Maybe.
but if they're trying to create scarcity,
Sure.
artificial scarcity, then just keep it at 107, decrease the yield, secondary is going to go up. I mean, you could toss MSRP up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I truly, guys, I mean, I won't. And I say this tongue in cheek because I'm the guy that has a couple hundred bottles down here. So, so to pay true secondary for this, I would never consider it. That's why, though, I don't have any. I don't have a 15. I don't have a 20. I've never had one. Personally, I've never had any of it. So I got my very first Van Winkle 10-year this year. This year. This year.
I still think Old Rip 10 and Pappy 15 are the best ones.
Yes.
And it's not
Old
like...
Rip. Yeah, Old Rip 10.
Old Rip is a very good bottle.
Yes. Yes.
Have you
So-
opened it?
No.
You should.
Just having it. Yeah.
It's a great
I will.
bottle. It's a great bottle.
I have 90 what, Trenton? Truthfully for you all, 97% of the bottles down here are opened. I'd say that's probably accurate.
I'd say it's closer to 99%.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Because-
Brazil iron.
Yeah,
It's-
I don't know that I could look at a bottle and it's not open down here.
Yeah, it's just it's for sharing, it's
You
for
have to look
enjoying.
in the backup section.
Right.
and everything,
Yeah,
you know.
right. It's for enjoying, it's for sharing.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. So,
Thank you, Jeff.
yeah, I appreciate the
that.
opportunity.
Yeah.
To share.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's
it. Thank
really
you.
cool.
Yeah.
This is the first experience with Pappy 20,
Yeah.
and
Very
it's
nice.
just neat to be able to
Yeah.
try.
Out of curiosity, what is MSRP on that?
Well, somebody just
Well,
said
Pappy-
10,000.
No.
No, that's
that
second.
is
It's like, is it? It was $299.99 last year. It might have gone up. It's kind of changing every
We
year.
did, but
It's like B-Tax used to be 99,
Right.
and now they're like
Yeah, I like it.
149 last I checked, or 199.
I remember I've only gotten one, and I believe wasn't mine a 2019, I believe.
It was, yeah, yours is 2019.
And it was under 100 MSRP, but it ended up being like $110 or something,
Wow.
you know.
This person said 2,000 in New Jersey.
Only
Yeah.
2,000.
I believe it.
The
Yeah.
thing
No,
is,
I
when
believe
you
that.
say
It's
2,000
accurate.
in New Jersey,
Right.
I could probably find this bottle in a couple places around here in liquor stores where they market 2,000.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's not MSRP, but
Mm.
yeah.
Keith
Yeah.
Norton says it's $319 up in Michigan.
319. Michigan's controlled, so that's probably way more accurate.
Keith.
Unless,
Go ahead.
no, yeah,
Yeah, by the-
tomorrow.
By the way, Keith, you made my day the other day, and you know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. My heart sank a little bit.
it
when I
did.
saw that,
My
yeah.
heart hurt,
Yeah.
and then
Trust me
and then it was joyful.
Because I was sitting next to him on the couch.
Yeah. No, that's true. Have we even talked about this? No. So yeah.
He's like, wait.
Wait, what?
Kurt
Oh,
texted me
no.
at like 8:30, and I had already gone to bed. I've been on call this week. And
Oh,
it
you were on
sucked.
call?
I've been on call this week. It sucked.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, it hasn't been fun. But I'm not on call for another month and a half, so
Good for you.
we're good to go.
Well, guys, hey, listen. We're gonna have to bring it to close because Carrot Cake is looking me right in the face over there. There is life after bourbon. There's life after tournaments. It's blind tasting. We're all amateurs. That's what we are.
Almost made it.
I personally apologize for any brackets that might have been broken, or I just have to be.
Literally all of them were.
I have determined in my mind, even though I think I might know what something is, and if I'm completely honest, I really thought, Kent, that in the finals I was tasting a double oak product. At that point in time, I didn't have the bracket in front of me, but that beautiful barrel char note really reminded me of a double oak product. Did it not to you?
It
It did to me.
Yeah.
That's why you said.
And I really thought
Yeah.
the other one might, and sometimes I do confuse the wild turkey stuff, but I had to go with what I was enjoying the most, and I have committed myself in this channel to always do that regardless of the situation. I will always be honest with the folks out there, and I know Trenton will too. And that's just what it was. It's wild. It was a wild experience, but when you do this at home, whatever you do, don't be me in the very first Bourbon Madness tournament, right, honey? Don't be that. Don't do that. It's just, if you're with a group of people that folks look up at you and you might think you might know a few things about bourbon and you're picking things that you're scratching your head about, don't worry about it. Every day is a different day. Every day might have a different result.
And it usually does.
Yeah, and just go with your heart. Pick with what you're enjoying the most at the time, and at least when you go to bed, you know that you've been true to yourself and you gave honest answers. You weren't trying to be, kowtowing to a distillery or anything like that.
What does that mean? Kowtowing?
There it is.
There it is. And
That
there
sounds
you go.
made up.
It took, 2 hours for trying to come up with some crazy question that I really can hardly answer?
Literally, that sounds like a made up kowtowing.
That's.
I know what a cow is.
Ken, have you ever heard kowtowing?
I have.
Oh, okay. Yes, he has. Kowtowing.
So
No.
I had a good story about Trenton I forgot all about. It's got to be next time.
What is it?
I can't. Not
Why?
right now. No. I can't.
Yeah. there's
Teaser.
other questions.
What, next live stream?
Yep,
You're
next
gonna
live
forget.
stream, no.
You're going to forget.
No.
100%.
No.
Oh, 100.
Tell
No.
Rebecca, she'll remember.
Yep.
What's
Next
it
live
about?
stream. Nope.
Is it Mo
Nope. No.
on the bed?
It's a fantastic story, dude. Just an amazing story.
You do this. Kurt will text me at like 7 a.m. He's like, "Hey, we got to talk about something."
oh, he does that to me too.
Oh,
And then I'm like, "Dude, why don't you just call me and let's just talk about it? Why are we gonna wait
Right.
until 6 p.m. when we
Well,
film?"
that guys are great. Grammy does that too, right? You texted and said we got to talk about something.
Why
What's the big deal about that? It's just she wants to talk to me about something.
Usually
I
when
need
you
to talk
say
to you about something.
Usually when you say, "Hey, we got to talk," it's like a breakup type of a thing, or say it's something bad.
Usually you should say it right then. You shouldn't wait hours when you tell somebody you got to talk to them about something.
Or just like when I show up, just be like, hey, let's chat about something. Cool. Why you gotta text me at 7 a.m?
And then he's anxious all day.
If it's urgent though, I'll be spitting it out right then and there. I would.
But if it's not urgent, why do you have to be like, hey, we're gonna chat later? Like, yeah, I know, because I gotta be there to film something.
Invariably, Trenton will text back. Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Exactly. I don't got time to be guessing about. Just tell the story. I'm not gonna wait a month to hear what you're gonna say. Come on now.
Couldn't wait on that cake, could you?
No. Trenton said it right in front of my face. What are we gonna do with
You can't wait on the cake. I can't wait on the story you're gonna tell. So
No, it's not gonna happen.
Well, then make him wait for the cake
Next
for another month.
It's not bad. It's a good story.
then why are we gonna wait a month?
Because it's 10 o'clock. I gotta go to bed.
Bro, I'd be eating dinner right about now.
Yeah, but you're nuts. You're out of your mind. Eating dinner right now. I'll be lucky to eat this piece of cake without throwing it up in my mouth somewhere at about midnight.
He's not lying.
That's facts. I'll be there. Oh man, where's the Tubs? Where's the Tubs? That's what I'll be doing.
We usually have like 4 to 5 Tums on
Oh my gosh.
live stream.
Yeah, I can't eat much past 5 or 6, man.
It took a while, people, but there it is.
Yep.
Went off the rails.
The last however many minutes.
See,
All right,
people
guys.
people want the story. They're saying story.
It's not gonna happen. Not tonight.
Should we poll it? I feel like we should poll it.
Huh?
Real quick though, do you want to do a kind of recap-ish about what's going to happen when you're going to announce the winners and stuff? Because there's
Oh yeah,
yeah.
no, I
Kyle's been doing
apologize.
a really good job of trying to
Yes,
answer
I'm
these
sorry.
questions, but
I'm
just
way
wanna
off.
make sure.
I'm way off track
Oh,
here.
you're
So
good.
my apologies. Go ahead.
So Kyle put in all the entries for the winners and everything. So Challenge automatically tabulates all of the winners and everything. There is nothing that we can do now to like. We're not going to make any changes. Whatever the results are now, they will be on Monday. So we will go through the video. We will formally announce the winners. You can go see them now if you go to the Challenge link.
Kyle posted it.
Kyle posted it in the chat. Is
In
it
the
pinned?
chat?
Is it pinned?
I don't know.
We'll see if we can pin it in the chat. Just look at the very
I don't
top.
see
It
it
should be
pinned.
up there.
I'll grab it.
Kyle's a moderator. He might be able to pin it.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he can, but I'll just.
You can go on there, look at the brackets, and then whatever the order is for the top 3 is going to be first place, second place, third place, and then they will be the winners of whatever bottle. So we will formally announce that. We'll make sure that we collect the information on shipping and any other things we require, like proof of ID and everything else like that. We will chat with our shipping partners and make sure that those bottles can be dispatched to the winners. And we'll do a little bit of a recap with Kent on Monday and just talk about the turmoil and anxiety that took place during this.
There are some boring rounds and some pretty comical.
There were some boring
Always
rounds,
is.
Yeah.
but just more in a sense of like, how did these even make it in? Like that kind of. I know. That's the thing. That's the thing. So I'm curious. I'm excited. The recaps are always probably the best part.
Yeah, it's
It was hard for
eye-opening.
me, I have to say, because I sit over here while, I pour the blinds and everything. And sometimes when you guys would push one out, I couldn't show a facial expression of, oh boy, this is going to be something that.
Yeah.
I didn't look at you because I know you're not the best at just like me.
No way.
I have very they're not subtle tells either.
Not at all.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, really. We plan on doing this next year, but there was a comment I saw at the beginning of the live stream when it started, when I was back there, that he said, I think it was Ron, just take your top 8 of all time. It doesn't matter what category it is. It doesn't matter what the price point is. Just pick your top 8 of all time and just do it. And that's kind of a cool concept. But I'd be curious with some feedback from y'all if like you enjoy seeing the ones more where it's like the best of all time, things that you might not be able to procure yourselves without taking a loan out, or stuff that's less than $100 that should be more readily available in most states for distribution.
Yeah.
It'd be
I
a
agree.
cool conversation to have because it's.
Yeah.
I think either way, it's a cool concept.
And as much as we might enjoy it ourselves, we want you to be a part of it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we pick bottles that are just, you know,
Plus, favorites of all time covering anything. You're gonna pick a Scotch that he's definitely not gonna like, and then you know what I mean. It's kind of
sure.
an odd
Yeah.
thing there
Yeah.
too. But
yeah,
Maybe within certain stipulations and like specific
Yeah.
categories, maybe not peated Scotch because
yeah, we'll figure it out.
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
There was cake madness suggested.
Ooh,
Sheesh.
I like cake, right?
some frosting madness.
Yes.
Kevin said there was 1 winner and 3 second place winners, and somebody else said, how are you handling tiebreakers?
Okay, we didn't bring this, so Trenton helped me with this because I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth, but we didn't bring this up intentionally because we didn't want anybody to be adulterating their bracket. Okay? Because in years past, what did we do, Trent? We had like the proof and all that stuff, and it.
People didn't follow it correctly and it was difficult. And
Yes.
if people picked the 2 winners, then the proof didn't make sense anyways. It was only just did you follow the rules or not, which was a good thing. Like you should follow the rules. You should watch the videos to make sure you're entering everything incorrectly. But the top people usually did. So it didn't really help us either.
Right. So the long and short of it all, you know, Trenton, we're simple-minded people, him and I. And I'm the one that suggested we're going to be doing, for tiebreakers, it's alphabetical. So you were asked to put in your first and last name.
And it will be verified by the proof of identification.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we will go over that more on Monday
Yep, and we'll let you know.
for sure. But that's where it stands.
It's very simplified.
Yeah.
It's not, and we didn't bring it up until now because of,
Because Johnny could put in like, hey, my name's Johnny AAA
Yeah,
is my
exactly.
last name. Well, that's
100%.
not true, but you'd still
Right.
have to send in proof of ID.
Right.
But that just adds more complication to the process.
so it'll be an alphabetical.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You'll learn more Monday. Make sure you tune
Yeah,
in. We'll
please.
make sure we
Please.
kind of get everything dialed in a little bit more. But man, you were torching that cake.
It's happening.
Is it good?
Very good. It's amazing.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to having a slice.
Kurt's hungry.
Thank you.
Get him a slice of pizza and the rest of the cake.
All right, guys. As every year, it's been an experience.
Ooh.
As a raisin flour.
Yeah, it's been a.
Well, something just happened. I heard like a. I can't even make the sound.
Just wait till next month's story.
Ooh.
And we're gonna end
Is
on
it when I
that.
threw up in the driveway from the Culvers?
Why would that be a good story? He said it was a good story.
Might be good for him. I don't know.
Why would that be good?
Look, I didn't eat burgers for over a decade because I ate a Culver's butter burger. I got sick in the driveway, and I didn't eat any since then. Stop.
But now he eats them a lot. So.
I do enjoy a good burger, a good smash burger. If you go to Terminal Bar in Denver, Colorado.
That's real though.
That's for real. They have like the best green hatch green chili smash burger. Yeah,
It's
you
so
laugh
good.
until I say hatch green chili.
Green chili,
Dude.
Hey,
Your eyes
what?
got
Huh?
big.
Unreal.
And there's a soup, like a
stew.
stew, like a hatch. It's not hatch green chili, it's Pocahontas, but still. It's so good.
Denver, Colorado, Terminal Bar, hatch green chili stew, hatch green chili smash burger. It'll blow your mind. That's all I'm going to say about it.
And on that note,
On that note,
All right, guys, listen.
it's already 10:08.
Yeah,
We got to wrap it up. Sorry, guys.
100%. Yeah. So stop. Okay, stop.
What do you got going on tomorrow?
They got some work I gotta get done in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, listen. I was
I'm
humbled.
just gonna shut you off here.
I was humbled. I was, but overall, it was a good time, though. It was always a good time. It was a good time to hang out with family. It's a good time to do this tournament. It's a good time. It's a good time all around. You know, and I apologize to any of those that we've really totally jacked up your brackets. It definitely wasn't
okay.
intentional.
It's just
but
bourbon.
it was all for fun. At least it didn't cost anybody to get into the game. And we always have a good time doing it. We'll continue to do it every year. So next year will be another thing. Maybe we'll put some out on YouTube, but what do you call that? A straw poll?
Sure.
And we'll come up with some things that, you know, you guys can vote on that everybody be interested
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
That's the key. We want to enjoy it, of course, but we want you to enjoy it as well,
Yeah.
more than anything else. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's it tonight. I'm gonna go finish this carrot cake and
Thanks,
yeah,
Kyle.
thank you, Kyle. Thank
Kyle
you.
crushed it during this. He edited, he did the bracket, he did everything, thumbnails, everything else.
Yeah.
He's
Without
been
us,
really doing a really good job.
without us knowing anything about it,
Yeah.
that's not difficult. That's very difficult to have no communication between the three of us of what's going on. So,
Yeah.
good job on your part, Kyle. Thanks, buddy. Don't miss Monday's show. It's all going to be put out to the light then. We'll have some moments of humility and some moments of joy.
I guess so. And some story. No, that's next live stream, I guess. Yep.
Never mind.
Yep.
Hey, Mom, you see the ending on the left column?
She was ready for it.
Do you see ending, or ending screen, or ending soon, or finished?
Finished.
All right. Yep, finishing. When hit camera. Is it back on camera? All right. We preemptively ended.
It's a test.
We were just testing it out here.
Rebecca was practicing.
We're gonna sign off here, and then
You see the finishing.
and then she's gonna hit the finishing button, and then it's gonna be go. If Matt is still live, go check out Matt Madness,
Please do.
and
Great
we
stuff.
hope you have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Kind of laughed at me. See, you always have to stick to the end. 'Cause
Hey.
You never know what's gonna
A
happen.
room full of amateurs. That's what we are. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right,
Now I
guys.
know how to finish. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
Love y'all. We'll see you next time. And goodbye.
Goodbye.